eziokwu ọ na-abụ ofe jụọ oyi esitụnụ ya n'ọkụ ya ha gbara kpọmkwem abalị 27 nke ọnwa anọ n'afọ 2022 anyị nọ n'ime ya ka mmachibido nke nnama ndị Fulani ịbata na ịgagharị n'ala Biafra niile ga-akwasị igbodo ma kpụrụkwa ọkụ n'ọnụ. Ndị anyị na-akpa ehi Igbo ewu maọbụ atụrụ ga-ahụ na ha ga-etinye ya n'ọgba ebe a na-azụ ehi atụrụ nke nwa bekee kpọrọ ranch n'asụsụ bekee. Ebe ọgba ọzụzụ ndị a niile ga-enwe akara ejirimara ebe ha nọ na onye nwe ha maka ngụkọ bụ ịgba. N'ihi nke a ndị ọrụ nchọta wike pụrụ iche ga-ahụ na mmachibido a nwere isi ga-amalite ọrụ na-egbughị oge. Ma ị bụ gọvanọ, sinetọ, eze, igwe, chief na-akpa nnama n'aha ndị Fulani, ihe anyị chọrọ bụ ka anyị hazie obodo anyị, mekọta ihe niile, kpara anyị ehi Igbo, wetara anyị ehi Igbo tinye n'ọgba. Nke ahụ bụ nke anyị kpọmkwem. Ka anyị hazie ala Biafra, mekwana ya ka ọ dị mma, ka ọ dịghị n'uche na ịhazi ala Biafra ile mmadụ anya n'ihu adịghịkwa ya o. N'agbanyeghị na anyị na-eji ijeri kwuru ijeri naira ruru 3 trilion naira na-eji ata ma na-asụ adịghị ọcha ndị Fulani ha kpọrọ nnama n'ọnụ kwa afọ niile na-enweghịzi ihe ha na-etinye n'ala Biafra. Emechakwa ha ewere ego ahụ anyị kwụrụ ha na nnama were gaa zụrụ ngwa ọgụ ha ga-eji wakpo anyị. N'ime ya ha egbuo nne anyị, gbuo nwanne anyị nwaanyị, ebe ha kwasokwara ha iko n'ike, gbuo nne anyị, bibie ọba ji, ala ubi anyị na mkpụrụ akụkụ niile, tinyere mmiri ọṅụṅụ anyị ka ha metọkwara. Anyị abụrụzie kpọmkpokoro tọgbọrọ n'efu ebe ha na-ajụkwa anyị unu ga-eme gịnị? Hel, ihe asị ya ri otu a ọ rịlanụ mmanụ nụnụ. Onye nyụwakwanụrụ na-eji aka enyụgharị onwe ya. Ọ bịa mere anyị chọrọ iji ohere a nyụgharịkwana onwe anyị nụnụnụ, maka na onye na-arachaghị ọnụ ya n'oge ụgụrụ ogere shepụ ọnụ ya nụnụnụ. Ya bụrụ na anyị ji aka anyị na-egbute ụtarị na-apịa anyị mgbe dum. Ọ bụ ya mere ndị nwe obodo na ndị nchịkọta na-ahụ maka ala Biafra bụ IPOB jiri sị mbanụ o zuola, nke mere emekpuru ekete ọzọ emekwala. N'ihi ya na 27 nke ọnwa anọ n'afọ 2022 a anyị nọ n'ime ya ka nwada ga-afụ ahịa nkwa. Malite na 27 nke ọnwa anọ n'afọ a bụ 2022, nna m ọbụla ahụrụ n'ezi maọbụ n'ọhịa na-akpagharị na-anọghị n'ebe ọzụzụ ya, maọbụ ehi maọbụ atụrụ maọbụ ewu, ga-abụ ihe eji achụrụ ndị ichie aja ma tojuokwa ala. N'ihi na nnama ndị Fulani ajọka na njọ ma ehi anyị bụ na surugede ewere mpi ya ṅụọ mmanya, ewere oge ya kpaa nganga. Ka ọ dịkwa gị n'uche na agaghị eji nnama ndị Fulani mee ofala, mee elimozu, mee ịgba nkwụ, nye onyinye. Ihe anyị kwuru n'ụbọchị Eke ka anyị kwukwara n'ụbọchị Orie, kwuokwa ya na ngwukwu ukwu, kwukwe na nkwọ nta. Ntị naanị ihe aha ka okpokoroba. Onye ọbụla dọrọkwa n'aka na ntị o, n'ebe nwata na-ebe akwa na-arụ aka, ma ọ bụrụ na isi nne ya egbu anọ ya, isi nna ya ga-anọ ya. Nnama anyị na-ajụ na ntị, na-atapịa, raa ụvụrụ ya, mee ihe niile taa nkwọbi chai. Ịhụnanụ ka o dowara anyị na otu ihu anyị niile ji dịka ihu nnama. Onye ọbụla na-akpazi agwa ka nnama. Obere ihe gị sọ mmadụ mpi, obere ihe iwe ewe gị. Ka anyị lọtakwanụ na ejiri mara anyị. Eji na ụdara nwanne atụnyere nwosu. Ehi Igbo, ewu Igbo ka anyị chọrọ. Ọ bụrụ na ịbụ onye atamata dị n'ọnụ tumuọchị, ịbụ tapiasa, nlopiasa, nwopiasa na ihe niile, ngwanụ baa ihe ga-egbuwa azụ na mmiri, zụ nwa ọkụkọ Igbo, gbawa nko chewa n'ime mmiri, futawa ya. N'ihi na mgbe rice na-adịghị, anyị alaghị eri mkpụrụ chi ewu. Anyị agwakwala gị, Fero ha na-amaghị Joseph gakwa ịbata n'ọgbọ. Onye sikwanụ na ngụ adịghị ire, nwanne were n'aka gị gbaa onwe gị oso, mara otu ofe ya dị, marakwa n'otu ngụ ga-adị n'anya gị. Ozi a si n'aka ndị nwe obodo na ndị na-ahazi obodo n'okpuru onye ndu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, oke nwa nke izizi n'ala ọwụwa anyanwụ na-abịara unu. Osisi hara ọnụ anaghị akụgbukwa mmadụ ọnụrụ ka
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land, We are here live and direct, and today is the 25th day of April 2022. 25th day of April 2022. We are here live and direct. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is in the enemy territory. But make no mistake about it, our leader must be released. He will be appearing in courts, the shenanigan, on next month, being May the 18th and 26th. And we all should do the needful. Today I am here with Mazi Jacob from an Igbo tribe of so-called Nasarawa state. But I will bring him in later after prayer, so that he will do the needful. But without wasting time, let us pray.
Aja ni Igbo ọkụ ọkụnye nwata n'aka na hele ya nwoke si na ya ji ọfọ nwaanyị si na ya ji ọfọ mana ọfọ maara onye ji ya asị m na abụ nwata na-asa arụ n'afọ o nwere ihe mma ọkụ unu kpọrọ m oku ọkụ unu gụnyere m ọkụ a n'aka si na ọ gaghị ele m asị m na mbọsị ọbụla mụnwa bụ nwa eze Chukwu bụ ụzọ mba nke ọma dịka John Place Sampe Master aka ji ọfọ Igbo niile asị m na ntinye aka n'imegide ụmụ Igbo ma ọ tinye aka n'imegide ụmụ Biafra Chukwu okike abịa ma aja anyị Igbo asị gị megide m mana ọ bụrụ na m atinyela aka n'imegide ụmụ Igbo na m atinyela aka n'imegide ụmụ Biafra na m atinyela aka n'imegide Nnamdi Kanu onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'imegide Nnamdi Kanu onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'imegide ụmụ Igbo onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'imegide ụmụ Biafra onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'imegide m asị m ana tiwelie ya asị m onye aṅụọ mmiri gbagbuo ya asị m onye aṅụọ mmiri gbagbuo ya asị m onye a zụkwụ na ana tiwelie ya asị m onye a rie nnu atakasịrị ya arụ Chukwu okike abịa ama ebunye m ọfụ Igbo niile ike nke ụmụ Igbo ji eju ọgụ abụnye nwu gị tata bụ ụbọchị eke mmụọ niile bụ mmụọ eke batara n'ala Igbo asị m gị binye bịa n'ọrụ ụmụ Igbo ọgụ bịa n'ọrụ ụmụ Biafra ọgụ bịa n'ọrụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ọgụ bịa n'ọrụ m onwe m ọgụ bịa n'ọrụ ndị ọdịnala niile ọgụ bịa n'ọrụ ụmụnne anyị niile ọgụ asị m na bido tata gawa ka m na-ekwubi ndụ n'isi ụmụ Igbo ka m na-ekwubi ọganihu n'isi ụmụ Igbo niile ana m ekwubi na tata ka ọgba aghara dị n'ala Igbo ga-adajọ tata ka ọnwụ dị n'ala Igbo ga-adajọ ejeela anyị ọgụ n'ọnụ niile ọnụ ọbụla na-eri nnu eri mmanụ anaghị ekwu arụ ọnụ ọbụla na-eri nnu eri mmanụ anaghị emegide nwanne ya n'ọnụ ọbụla na-aṅụ mmiri na-eri nnu eri mmanụ nke pụrụ echiche imegide anyị asị m ọnụ ada ogbu anya ọbụla na-ekpe anya ọjọọ nere anyị anyị anya akpụọ isi ụkwụ ọbụla jeela anyị ije ọjọọ anyị sị ụkwụ ada ngwụrọ aka ọbụla fụrụ anyị wee tụwa aka anyị sị aka akpọnwụọ osisi ọbụla fụrụ anyị na-atụ mgbe anyị sị ikuku fụtuo ya onye ọbụla fụrụ anyị wee cheta ihe gburu nwa ya gbuo ya onye ọbụla fụrụ anyị kpọwa akwa alịlị akọkọ ya akọ anyị sị anya mmiri akọrọ ya n'anya anyị sị na anyị ga na-ejere anyị ga na-ana ọ ga-adịrị anyị na mma ọ ga-adịrị Nnamdi Kanu na mma ọ ga-adịrị ezinụlọ ya na mma ọ ga-adịrị ụmụ Igbo na mma ọ ga-adịrị ụmụ Igbo nọ mba ofesi na mma ọ ga-adịrị ụmụ Igbo nọ na mba niile pụrụ iche iche na mma ndị niile nọ n'ụlọ mkpọrọ na ha ga-apụta ha ga-enwere onwe ha na anyị bụ nwatakịrị na-asa ara n'afọ nke anyị kwutere bụ nke ọma nke anyị gụtara bụ nke ọma nabata na anyị n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu mana nke anyị anyị na-agatara biko gbaghara na anyị amara agụ na anyị bụ nwatakịrị anyị ekenekwa unu ụzọ ọbụla anyị si na-emegide unu bịa gbaghara anyị ma nyekwa anyị ike na mmụọ anyị ga-eji gbaghara ndị mehiere anyị ekpe ma kwere na gị nwa bụ Chukwu okike abịa ama Chukwu eke Chukwu orie Chukwu afọ Chukwu nkwọ Chukwu kere ihe niile mana o nwere ihe kere ya anyị sị gị ya gozie mmiri ya gozie obodo niile ọ ga-awụsa gozie obodo niile mmiri a ga-awụsa gozie obodo niile mmiri a ga-awụsa gozie mba niile ala Biafra niile bụ ndị ga na-azụ ụkwụ n'okporo ụzọ mmiri a ga-awụsa gozie ha na-eke gozie ha n'ori gozie ha n'afọ gozie ha na nkwọ na Chukwu okike abịa
Ise. Once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu. Today is the 25th day of April 2022. Remember, on the 27th, being in the next 2 days, that is the limit. After any Fulani cow is a wanderer, will be regarded as an illegal, it's a non grata in our land, because we shouldn't be financing what is killing us. They have the audacity in the Sharia knot in order to destroy alcohol, saying that they don't want it in the same country, and they will come to our land to impose, to tell us what to do. No, their cow, we don't want it. That is as simple as that. We have come to realize one thing, that we should be responsible as a people. That is why today I will preach on a topic that says political population. But before I do that, I will bring in my brother, because he have to do the needful first before I come in. Our brother Mazi Jacob Mbasi of Egon tribe, Egon nationality. Many of you don't even know a tribe, any tribe called Egon, E-G-G-O-N, Egon tribe. In Nasarawa, in I think some are also, I think, in Plateau. Mazi, if I'm not wrong, some are in Plateau, right?
Yes, Mazi. Yes.
Okay, and which other states they have it? They have.
No, we Shabandu will see some of them are little Benue, some are dominantly in Nasarawa, Egon.
Do you see how they share Nigeria's system? Just they share us into states the same way the Europeans share Africa, the Berlin Conference. They don't care about the people. You know, and maybe gone people from Benue will be seeing themselves as different people. Because I saw the other time, there was one time the Fulanis, the Fulani terrorists, they ransacked a village of Ego people, I think in Plateau or something like that, either Nasarawa or Plateau, one of those states. Now, they come out to say, because the herdsmen, they say no, it is in vengeance to what happened to them in the other state. Now these Igor people of this particular state come out, they are represent. I said I read the news here, started saying, oh, we are Igor of we are not the other state, oh, we are different, so why should they revenge on us? Do you see how they divided everybody? The problem is not that division, but why accept it? That is the problem. Because the Fulanis too, they are in different countries, but they were able to outmaneuver, to grow above that division. That is why they are always, whether you are Fulani from Sudan, no matter the language difference, that their Fulbe is different. They cannot understand themselves as you think, but they grew above that frontier, that division, and continue keeping themselves together, that we are one people. That is where I always say we should admire them. Therefore, before I bring you in, let me play Egon national anthem, please.
Egon national anthem.
Mazi, over to you.
Yes, Mazi, thank you very much. I greet all of you once again. My name is all know me. My name is Mazi Jacob Ambassador. I'm from Nasarawa State. I'm a Goma by tribe. So some of the talk say no, this man need to Goma and we Igbo blah blah. Not lie. That's what I'll present you with my language before. So and before I continue, Mazi, you know, that's the issue of division where they talk about, you know. No, these people, they understand the game earlier than everybody. So when they come to say that division, you know, if you go the way they want time, because them they focus on the popularity. Anywhere where they go, they will identify the majority of that very particular place. The majority of the ethnic group there, then they will come far way to break that popularity where they get, so they will do small. They will find any means. This time around, when the person say they divide Nasarawa State, you know, they got people there with plenty fast. Now small day for Plateau, the small day for Benue, like that. They can't say we still there plenty. Now, what did they can't do? They can't use religion, can't divide, can't carry religion. Give some of our people. Tell them say you be Igbo man, but you not be Christian. You be Muslim. They can't carry some money. Give them, carry title. Give them. Use this because they drag them. They come to join them. So you be Igbo man, no. But they go say you be Christian. No, you go say no, I be Igbo, but now you only there for the same religion. Me, I be Muslim. Then our Muslim people now, so they marry our people. Once they marry, they can't deny. They can't deny. Say as you marry, as you be Muslim, you go marry Igbo Muslim girl, or you go marry a Christian Igbo girl, convert her to Muslim. That's how it's been. So, but as I speak now, most of us now we don't understand how the game they go, and we thank for Mazi Kanu. I think come more fear for everybody, but they come everybody, come they reset our brain back, and all of us can understand how the game they go. So that's the day. But we they go. Thank God. Even last time there was time where fight come out for that Nasarawa that time where my people call they fight that time. Some of we not agree. We drop that religion one side. We drop on one side. We call the focus no. This no. You be Muslim, yes. I be government, but we don't go fight. So and I see that time that spirit is engaged there. Now we can't go, and that spirit now they keep us. Okay. Thank you very much. Before I continue, make I go greet my people and greet them. Let me see how they day before we come back and continue with our broadcast. We don't get much time today. We'll do a move, finish up and move hand over back to the studio to our Mazi. Me go mesh with me. Ya nye ya para ya igbimen nga mesh with me anye ya bahe. So oshkome are ombate by dime kana kama bizime oshkane mare chako bizime mez gana Nasarawa State ma be going maybe me ya kwanga maybe me ya Nasarawa go bokoshi me do mila kawa hambo. So kafiki chega babra me sko ombahe full play kaye golo just come here hado logo ye full ga gi chiga bala kwa anye mo do men zembe lo anye bo mo tisha because mo ba men zembo because me akwa apje po mi gi push kan mo muri so me so go ye push ko hanye so kefi mi me full and watching edigi a hard man ge vengo digi hard man was stand by edigi ge full mo de he mes ko mejin wa khame ko gabadia mes ko mejin the progi ko gabadia de flalasco ye gani sige mo tegun ye ka ye ske ye gon ji confuse ye sige adigi ye vengo score flalasco ye edigi score share cos clock adigi kada ge gon de kulege kada gon de yegi kada gon ji sige o chesine kada ye ko no bagilude in si chesine ayin chesine kada ma ende ma gon fa la ge gon ko chesine le ko chesine le ko chesine le ba chesine lo so me full here oko edigi hamige me full go so me fanya ge ba he kun mo da gilebo ludu ende ge gon hade sige geludu kada ge gon de sige o chesine geludu kada go ge gon de ayen jo chesine etiji egi ye toje couple etiji gi ye kole parumbo etiji e pa gi mo biko ge gon you know ye demo usko ho har ma banga ma ko ba ga or ni ge ma ko ba ga o shigi ku ge gon le be si be ge gon ge wona sawa selema mugu homa ba gabadia mugu ma ba ga ba roshigi kama banga bugi ibe mba had bugi mo wadage wusi gabada kage ju ake nu webe yo la ngolo no ba ngolo no go ala hos bi jaba ngama banga mu zgagba ngama ma tse embe o me kwembe ngama je ma dal go me kai kage juju kage pmesembo mo lo yi ditke mo lo meji fullo mo lo je pmesembo guy game gona so say dukka gi e pengla kono be gi ba gi lu de lo je pengla de ko mo kabela gabadia ana so say gabadia je pengla ge gi wa zege ye pili mege ama egin aba ka ba ge etisi because gi wa editing akso alu de jombo ge wa editing mama ko sanjingi galudi ludu begi olumbo manda ko igilombo lato le manda ko igilo ma de ba ma ko so kama de je ko do ge ko du ngabadi hade sisi ko jese malumbo ko ne yida ko le junga abang ga juga go aduki ila ko o yugo aduki aka pa ge ko gido wa ya ka ikmeshambo ko no ba abamba TV ma TV na ejana ana Sarawak State ma TV giri velambo ma TV giri mbo etiji domi gego oi on ayi ge wo chachimbo etishi domi ge wabgo kala mo haba ngamba skoro su ge boga bada because je pe zimbo izi mi oloma ye ku marichi ayi sama ko ludumo ga eka hagi ci gaba da lawegi bugu ngamba ge vechawa marido Biafra hama banga basku izi adegi legilu basku izi adegi ege so de ludu kada moho kada mara gunzigi tuba ge tu meba radio Biafra ludu parichi mba de mba ma pastor mbe fla kuma la ba ma la ko za ludu to ba me to me ko changer ye go ye palambo mba ze me ishke me go lucha e akwa go se ba awodo de Biafra lo de he aludo ko no ba mudu ngolo edrizing ipa kan akere ke tagna o be ko me prote bi mo lo zero Biafra lo zero ko no ba yes you ko no ba de yes no ba de mi zero mo lo o me bi ngo prote bo lo tala ka gele ma ka de ludo lo ka ge ka ende ko ye ko ba ge ko yo yisi yo chichine bo ko no ba ye wa ge ludo ama ka de me won ye ka pala gbe ka ye won ye kisi ye bi ka ge no ba re chimbo ka ndanga ye won ye kisi ge be now ombo bagu uwe ma kuma tenve gama egon ngam makso ma busy kafe buso ombo bugo ngaba duka je wakso busy amba tenve kaji on je wa haje bugisi je haje chubzu klay ge na mu ma tenve mo ma so enve mo ma bago mo la dembo la ngo pa ha o bon pa go ombo bugo ngo mo so ba ko so ba ngo me don en ye pa he te ba ge me yi na so te mo be ge me mo eyin be ge be mo etiji do mi isi yo che mo ye ludo ai ne che mo ye ebme de sigimbo comme que si because parce que le plan avec le gouvernement de Biafra you le drizi so ko de yi ko yede aye plan faro kala busa ko de ama ko no ba je walo London na he ye ludu you le go ye ko le go meye uhe ende ma luhe me musko gabade hu gabade ugun gabade ba ko zime etiji me ko chawa ke egun me ko de ku ni kabila de mo yi me egun me ko ku skula yi ayi ma gun kada ma gun so me egun kada me chawa me egun amonye awana sawa statement tala doko bon zaka ma nye ngulu chae ma be egun amaka ba yi chuma be egun bo ge go ye wezigisi ye pale zima ge simo ge pornbo ge she ka ge she ama barechin abanga akso abanga aludu ge go ye kabembo ta so ko no ba ye ba he kada ge kushi kada ge ka pala faru kada ko na yide ewe ko na yide akai ka pala faru ko yi do akaka mato bara me ba ko no banye kama pesi ko no milu e wi na ko la wa ngo aha milu kama ra kalo mato bara me ba nye kana me lu du play kama isi mispa ko manye mo ba mo se milu do mo milu go misi me chiga ba na ko la bagi de kesi so me vemi me somba he de manye me vemi so jamanko na sarawa dan midu bai na gaishe ko waraka ya abubuwa ya hidima mi na gaishe ko ni ne mai suna cika da ba sai daga Nasarawa State muke zuwa muku nan da labarin duniya da kuma abubuwan ke faruwa a Najeriya da kuma midu bai namu muke zuwa muku yau labarai yau Monday 25 ga wata ko to kullum muka zuwa nan cewa mu dan muku gargade ko gane abubuwan ke faruwa a Najeriya ta wani bangaren radio Biafra shine aka ga muku gaskiya abin da ke faruwa amma in ba kusa ko ne ku ji abin da ke faruwa Najeriya ba ta wannan tasha ba sai ga muku gaskiya because duk wannan radio Najeriya FM ne da wannan jari duk ba su ga muku gaskiya abin da ke faruwa saboda wayannan radio station ko wani duk ana musu regulating ne ake gaya musu abubuwan da ya su fada to abubuwan da su fada suka ce karka fada saboda gwamnatin Najeriya ba nan tashar rediyon Biafra wadda gaske abu ke faruwa muke gama gwamnati ke faru yanzu na kowa da kwasan cewa yanzu haka nan Najeriya bai da lahiya ko a ne kullum kenan kashe-kashe daga kidnapping kashe-kashe bombing haka kullum kenan ya za a ce wai ana kasa ba mai kwance da idanu biyu ba kwanciyar rai ba ake ba sana'a ba wuta kullum kenan a Najeriya in ba ka da kuɗi ko ka zo dan talaka ko ka zama arziki ba wannan mai kici ba middleman a Najeriya ko kana da arziki ko ka zama dan fitara bai kamata ka zata zaka nan ba wai su kawai da su kullum kowa na fighting ya shiga gwamnati kowa na fighting ya shiga gwamnati kowa na fighting na son zama governor na son zama chairman na son zama senator na son zama wannan saboda me saboda in ka tafi kana ji saboda ajiyonka ne ba mu tunanin cewa ito ka gane bari mu gina factory wai a yi employment bari a yi wannan ba mu wannan tunanin iya kashi tunani kenan in ga cewa in zama senator iya kashi fani kenan ya za a ci wannan shi da za a girma ka yaushe za mu samu zaman lafiya yaushe za mu kowa zai proud cewa ni da Najeriya ne kasa wai su man kun su tafiya suka bar Najeriya ba su da cewa ni da Najeriya bane saboda da zaran kace kasa da Najeriya ana maka wani kallo wanda kalore ne saboda rashin gaskiya wayannan bandit mai da musu kullu suna kashe-kashe Najeriya suna kidnapping suna yi wannan wani gwamnatin ba dama ku tambaye su mai damuwa mai abu mai kuda ana ma raba Najeriya ne wani suna so state nasu ne me yasa ba za ku sa kunninku ku ji mai damuwa su sada a zauna a sasanta sada kowa ya samu zama lafiya ya za a ce wai ni dan Kaduna ina tsoron kuma gida ina Lagos ina Kabuja ina wannan in ka je Lagos yanzu duk okada Lagos duk okada a cikin garin Lagos ko Abuja duk yan arewa ne ma duk yuce to me ya aka ce wai dan Adamawa ka bar gidanka Adamawa saboda kashe-kashen Fulani herdsmen kashe-kashen kitabi ko wannan ka gudu ka bar gida ya ce kadan nasawa sai ka gudu ka bar gida ya za ce wai kai dan Plateau Benue ka gudu ka bar gida ya za ce wai kai dan Katsina ka gudu ka bar gida ka je na kana Lagos kana Abuja kana Owerri me yasa ana samun zama lafiya a Lagos din me yasa ana samun zama lafiya a Ogun State ko Ibadan me yasa ana samun zama lafiya a me yasa mu yan arewa wanda mu ne ya kamata mu more Najeriya wurin ne ya zama wurin yaki kullu ana kidnapping kullu ana kashe kira ana wannan bai dace ba bai kamata a ce wai mu yan arewa mu ya middle belt a Najeriya a ce mu ma sha wahala ya kamata middle belt da kuma wasu kashin arewa ya kamata kasan mu ya zama cewa kowa da kowa ya kamata ya fata ya zo ya zama ba wai da cewa mu ne muna gudu muna bar arewa mu zo muna zo Lagos muna zo Ibadan muna zo da cewa a zauna saboda ana akwai masifa a kasan mu akwai fara ana bai kamata ba to ya kamata Najeriya gwamnati ya kamata ku tashi ku nema menene ya kamata yi ku ya middle belt mu misali kan mu ne asalin middle belt wanda kullum mu ne muna gani komai ana kashe mu ne ke da duk mu yake ya kamata me yasa wanda zamu tashi gaba da mu har kai mu yi protesting for duk duniya su gane su ji cewa ga damuwar mu babu to ina nace to bari zai yau dinan idan gargadi kadan mu zauna mu gane abuwar ke faruwa kuma da mu gane cewa gashi to na gwada muku da waraka da kuma zama kuma bari in je idan conclusion sun hando ma mai gidan mu a can wanda ke abunan to yau ban da lokaci sai ba. My people for Middle Belt, I greet all of you. Once again, my name na Ambassador Jacob from Nasarawa State. We come here every day to talk how we can improve the life of our people of our Middle Belt, the life of the youth. How we would take hold our destiny into our hand. How we would take more fear for our body. How we would take and say no. We say no to this. No be say to go the full fear for our body. We don't run leave our places. We don't run leave our land. We don't run leave our home. Some run go Lagos. Some run go Plateau. Some leave go mostly na Lagos they full. If you go Lagos today, you go see say all the Okada more than 4 million, 5 million, all na Middle Belt, from Yola, from Plateau, from Adamawa, from Katsina, all this na them. Fulham. And if you see very healthy young men who be say they're supposed to stand jigba for their land, so no, we will die for this our land. But now we the wrong commode. Give the S-men chance to occupy our land. Because we no one die. You understand, say those people they finance them. Nobody know who they finance them. They always get gone. They always go harm. But how many people don't kill? The governor of Benue State, he don't talk and say, make we do always defend ourselves. Make we defend ourselves every day and day. Defend ourselves. He say make you use anything you go feel use. Whether cutlass or whether knife or anything you go feel use, defend yourself. Do am. Defend yourself. No be seen a crime against humanity. Now the law where they both locally and internationally. Nobody go call you say, why do you defend yourself? What person won't kill you? Do this every day. They kill you. We the Middle Belt. Now we hold the lot. Now we hold the lot as a whole. Now we hold the whole lot. Because everything that happen for Lord. Now we the carry for our heads. Now we. Now mostly my own state will be staying in Nasarawa State. The Igon people now will be the people where plenty for that state pass. Now we school pass. Now we the hardworking pass. Now we do everything. But now we call the poor pass. Simply because they don't push us one side. I never see where for democratic dispensation majority now then they push one side. Why minority now they go? It never that happen. It never happen. But we, because we allow the minority to use force, gun, arms to oppress us. We know if you talk, we know if you cough. Before, because we know if you go, now that we don't get mouth, we don't get voice to talk, to cough. We don't get platform to talk. And that's why we come every day with the talk, every day with the talk until the message go down. By that time, everybody's brain will open and say, oh, this is not true. I talk something from my language, say, these people they know how to play politics than everybody. Now, person that they go do election, all the people who be say they go call the financial they are got people with plenty. They go just kind like 3 or 4 kind they give one. We dey fight ourselves here. Why they will pick only one person? What and him finish. Why we no go say no? With the way I'm saying things now, where they go on, I know the prophet, but the way the things now, the elections will not go hold. The way they see them, the way the things they go. Oh, it is really go hold. I'm not the watch now. Because now everybody brain don't reset. Everybody don't they watch. Everybody now don't they realize the truth, how they happen. Them they panicking. They not say the election where they come. They never they show what they go who, what they no go who. That's that they go they find somebody. Somebody say Bala Mohammed, I be which them talk. He talk say only one person where you go contest go make a step down. Then Jonathan. See the consistency, the pressure you don't do for southeast, southwest, that's southeast, and let me southeast and south. So that they don't want to kind of candidate. They don't kind of give them. Say now why give you power? What they give you? Now they go say they control you. They'll come paint your government, they'll come to say even their own be better pass their own. Inside the thing they go. Which everybody now don't understand the game. Everybody now don't open eye, everybody don't open eye, don't understand how the thing they go. So that's why we thank God for this platform, we thank God for Mazi Kanu, we thank God for Radio Biafra, for giving us this platform, for giving us knowledge, for giving us voice to talk. That's why today, everybody they hear our voice today. Try to educate our people. So that's why today, as make I just come talk small. May we just put our voice. Let's know that everybody really happy. Not everybody they happy. All of us they're angry that the way they go we know like them. So make I just now I want to test talk today. I get some small headline. I want you to read small. Once I finish, I drop my microphone, handle the microphone to my Mazi, Jonathan to continue the program because today you get plenty bomb when it's blow, you get plenty talk. Which we go learn at the end of the day because every day we come here, we must learn 1 or 2 things. That's why in the only talks today, any way they come here, come with a common sense, pen and barrel, and pick up what at least a point that can add to your life. Because you say, Radio Biafra, the only way we will get the truth. Don't hear what we will get the truth. Not nowhere else. The truth only remains that so. Make a head. Make a just draw my small cutting here today. Make a just get small news. When I want to give out today, one of the news we did here, they said our Mazi Kanu challenged the High Court order directing secret trial of terrorism cases. Siam, we know the matter now. Make a read one of the lines. Make understand them. They said the detained leader of the Radio Biafra, Mazi Kanu, has challenged the practice direction of the Federal High Court, which order that his trial conducted in secret, which say you know what's not like, you know what happen. I will. You accuse somebody in public. He say you want to try him secretly. He work. I don't know why they even bring this matter. Because this matter don't die since 30. They bring it out now. Which what you know go work. You know that one. You go work. That be the headline. And another small headline we did here. They said that the tension as IPOB reply herdsmen on threat to take over Igbo land. They say the herdsmen say they will take over the Igbo land. IPOB soon alive. That one M2 threat. Who report that news? Now Vanguard. They say news there is authentic. So they say you no go work. And another, they said Wiki. You see how our people they behave. You see how our people did they allow them to be used? Did they always make people notice outside, but not the house? Now they say Wiki don't donate 200 million naira. We donate 200 million naira to Kaduna IDP camp. Because why? He won't buy favor from them. He won't buy favor. So what? Because he has ambition to contest for presidency. And if in mind now, the only way he will win the election is to buy the mind of the Northerners. So now he can do anything for the North. For area, not saying no. Because he don't say whether I vote him or I don't vote him, provided they give a ticket, he go away. You know, one know how they see it being a party election. So that's why they buy favor from the North. Then he go give them 200 million. That's the one announced. So sometimes they don't announce them. So that one. So another user here, they said 1 key, 7 injured. Why? Because the explosion robbed 3 key joint in your bed. People just dead there. They just drain. Enjoy themselves. When they just clear away time. Now a bomb, they explode a bomb. But according to the president, they say many people die. But some say now one people die. Some say many people get injured. Some say 7. But the point say the thing, which means peace. You need to go for this country until one thing achieved. Like the one time we do some argument, they say that people are coming to content. Nobody. I'm dropping this word. Then I want to drop this word. I'm signing out. Nobody. I still talk. Nobody for this world will come and rule Nigeria. When Nigeria go better. In this present structure, can never happen. Nobody will come and rule this country. When the people they come from anywhere to come and rule Nigeria in this structure we are, it can never better. Can never better. Neither everybody divide them, which is the best option. Then when some people are clamoring for restructuring another, which the people they will never accept for restructuring. They want it to be like this because now they be the measure of beneficiary. So now here I want to stop my today submission. Before I continue, maybe I'll drop or make a joke, brief my people again, then I will sign out. Me go agbe mi me pa he onuri he me pogu me bule lu egbon mi lo ni me lo skan kage kekle kaste mi lu wo mi spa he me bi spa nye e jo yi me hamba me beba me be ku chick bale club ge ko me spa so jama na gode muku na ko lokacin ko da kuma sanar muku na gode ina sayon daga nan da kama kenan na gode muku sama da gobe ko jibin na sake dawo insha Allah. My people, thank you very much for all of you when I give me one time. I listen to my voice. I appreciate all of you. I'm signing out now. Mazi, Jonathan, Chinedu, in the come took over the microphone. I continue the talk of the day. After we will come back to answer your questions and your contribution and calls. Where you will call. Thank you very much once again. My name is Ambassador Jacob from Nasarawa State. Mazi, thank you very much for your time like this.
This
is my home, and I'm home to stay. Get ready, prepare for your freedom. Freedom is coming tomorrow.
We will be the The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, worldwide, under the leadership of Okenwa Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they bring una this informate. Everybody, including human being, minus human animals, clean your ear very well for this important informate. On 27th April 2022, IPOB they enforce the ban on Fulani cow and everything Fulani by fire by force. By this informate, no Ochin Nama and Nama go waka waka for any road or bush in Biafra land, or cow parade, or cross country, whatever it be, catwalk, fashion parade of Nama, jogging and exhibition, sightseeing or excursion, and no more entering of Fulani cows into Biafra land, either by direct or indirect, crook or crooked way again. From 27th of April 2022, any Fulani cow we see in Biafra land don't become a foreigner, illegal immigrant, an occupant, and a wanderer and contraband. Our people wey dey into cow business, we don't switch over to our native cow and goat business, must have ranches, while every ranch must get their ranch identification, initial recognition for easy identification of ranch and location. With the coming of these Fulani cost cows and their Ochin Nama, they use the opportunity to flood their jihadist foot soldiers into our land, who occupy our bushes, rape and kill our mothers and sisters, destroy our farmlands, bans, desecrate our lands, pollute our drinking waters. My brother, which one I go count now? Therefore, to this Fulani come in our land, we say enough is enough. Once again, we say enough is enough to our people using 3 trillion naira to chopulate only Fulani cost cow every year, when no they add any value to our land, only destroy everything, destroy our economy, destroy our lifestyle, destroy everything about us. You know they understand. From 27th April 2022, any Fulani cow, either by cow jailbreak, misroute or misroad, go face the judgment of the spirits of the land. Make you help us and help yourself to stop this Fulani defilement of our land with their unclean, abominable and defiled cow. If they go destroy liquor for naught, say it no good. My brother, Fulani and their cow now the baddest resident evil in our land of Biafra, and we must checkmate them and stop them before they stop you. Bros, you know the shame? Say person wey hate you like shit, they give you food and you dey chop late. Abi no be poison and death you dey chop when Fulani cow never come. Wetin you dey eat as meat? Dem born you born Fulani cow or una be twins? Since you start dey chop late every Fulani cost animalistic animal, check your health and yourself. You don comot for human being, behave like animal, and your face and everything change, resemble Fulani cow for character, and you dey very disruptive against your people like the Fulani cows. From 27th of April, our special cow ban enforcement task force go do the needful, monitoring, supervising and documenting all ranches in Biafra land. Use their hand to comot monkey handle before it turns to human being. No forget, e go dey play and this one go dey show. No be only audio. Our word is our bond, no going back. This one no be witch hunt, but na to cleanse our land and set it in order. Now the indigenous people of Biafra, under the leadership of Abuketive Mwa of our land, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they bring on this message.
Freedom is coming tomorrow.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, and you had the voice of my comrade Mazi Jacob Mbasi. You know, as I said before, the way, the modus operandi of the conqueror, the oppressor, is to divide for easy manipulations and rulings. Divide. That is how the world is. When Mugu fall, Gaiman whack. That is how they talk it. We are in a world of manipulation. If you accept or not wise enough to understand, you continue being manipulated. The Fulani have manipulated us enough, using Nigeria as illusion, dividing us. The question is, why do you accept the division? That is the underlying question you should answer. Why do you accept division? Why don't you also divide them? Are they indivisible? No. What is happening in Nigeria is the normal black African disease. Foreigners come, they use the indigenous people to conquer themselves. That is what, remember, I used to say it here every time I am here on this hallowed platform. Ottoman Danfodio used the Hausas to conquer Hausa. Do you understand? Ottoman Danfodio used the Hausas to conquer Hausa race till today and turn them into Almajiris, beggars, till today. And they are wobbling. Now, so cool. It took Afonja, a Yoruba man, to deliver Kwara, part of Kwara State, today's Kwara, Ilori, to be precise, to the Fulani. Without a local collaboration or collaborator, it will be impossible to conquer a people. I'm telling you honestly. That is what I've observed. Today, our leader has opened our eyes. Radio Biafra is preaching freedom for everybody, not only for Biafrans. Therefore, O ye indigenous people in Nigeria, it is high time you become wise. Open your eyes. Ask yourself, why are the Fulani on top? Just less than 1% of Nigerian population, but they control everything. It is a strategy they have been using for centuries. Do you understand? They never deviate. They continue. When possible, they go speed. When possible, they do as if they are forsaken. They go slow but steady. They know when to pause. They know when to go slow. They know when to run speed. As they are running now, they are running high speed jet, rocket speed, because they believe that they are the apex, the terminal of their conquest. That is why you see what is happening everywhere. They say it is now or never. Therefore, do not be deceived. Whether you are a guy in Kwara, in Nasarawa, Benue, Plateau, you are one people. That's it. Stop allowing states of division. The same thing to us Biafrans. That is why I say it is, for me now, it is not proper to say we owe the eastern region. No. Or we southeasterners. No. Do not accept whatever they give to you. That is what makes you inferior. It doesn't matter what they give to you. You give yourself, you continue calling yourself what you are, or what you give yourself. I don't like people writing or talking about, oh, Biafra, southeast. No. Biafra land, we are east, direct. Do you understand? After all, the Fulani continue maintaining that word, not. They didn't say, they never one day say, oh, the northern region. No. They continue using that word. Until death, they never shrink away from it. No. It's only us, the indigenous population. Once they start calling us something, before you know, we start calling it ourselves. And this is our weakness. This is what we preach here, so that our eyes will open and continue being open wider and wider. Therefore, I want to read a news, just a headline, as my preamble before I quickly dive into the submission, the topic of my submission today. It's about, they say, Anambra kidnappers want gone 4 million naira as ransom for our members. Cows, that is Mietiala said. I will read it a bit for you to understand how these people can lie, collude, how they can, plan things, but sometimes when they do it, they think that we are still in the prehistoric era, where people don't think. The only thing that what the audacity in Nigeria is this, that anyway, after all, Nigerians, it doesn't matter. Anything, just bring it out. That they have the media, they have everything in Nigeria. So it doesn't matter what they bring out. Anyway, they concoct it. It becomes a discussion. And Nigerians will take it like that. That is why they are doing this rubbish. This is, let me read it a bit. The Mietiala Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, Magban, claimed yesterday that gunmen abducted 10 of their members and 300 cows in Anambra and demanded a ransom of 4 million naira and a gun as a ransom. A gun, not many guns, a gun. Okay. The Southeast chairman of the association, Alhaji Gidado Sidiki, said the incident took place at a Fulani settlement at Obene community in Obaru local government area of the state at about 1:30 a.m. yesterday. That is early morning. According to him, the attackers invaded their settlement while they were asleep. Okay, he said the invaders, numbering up to 40, he counted them and they are numbering up to 40, came with sophisticated weapons including guns, cutlasses, sticks and charms. He added that the kidnappers had established contact with the families of the victim, during which they demanded 4 million naira and 1 gun as a ransom. Do you see how? Just imagine 300 cows. Where are you going to take it? 300 cows. Cows are not chicken. Even if you have 300 chicken, at least they will be making noise. It will be voluminous. Now talk about 300 cows, for goodness sake. These people, I know Fulani, they take Nigerians, they take us as very stupid. I don't blame them, because the indigenous people in Nigeria exhibits a type of stupidness or stupidity and the foolishness that is astonishing. That is not out of this world. I'm telling you. That is why they can come and claim anything. And before you know it, they start pushing. The governor there will pay them compensation. And before you know, the useless governor politician, they will be fidgeting and ask them how much. Okay, I will pay. I will add more. That is it. When they organize things. Do you remember a story, I think last few weeks, where a Fulani cattle rustler, I've forgotten where the thing took place. I think he wanted to steal a cow and killed his own fellow cattle headsman, and they caught him. And lo and behold, he's a Fulani man. They say, okay, had it been he succeeded, he ran away, they will say he's a Biafran. Who is this? Do you see how they behave? Do you see how they behave? Even it's our own people, some of our own people will say, no, you're killing these people, don't kill them, don't kill. Start talking rubbish. How can people, they say, he said the invaders, numbering up to 40, came with sophisticated weapons, including guns, cutlasses, sticks and charms, be asking them only 1 gun as ransom and 4 million naira. These people, the way they take us, before God and man, I don't think, as they used to say, they say we are we call them cows, yes, but we are the grass. That is what they take. That is the way they think. Because our politicians are exhibiting such character. Do you understand? How can you tell me 300 cows? People just come and took them. 300 cows. They didn't say even 3. 300 cows. That if 300 cows are going anywhere, how can they be content, for goodness sake? These people, I don't know the kind of problem we enter by being amalgamated with this type of people. And our people, our predecessors, they didn't foresee the character. Very horrible indeed. All these things is for the jihadists to come in, to allow them. Before you know, they will deploy soldier, military everywhere, start killing people. That is what they know. And the state governor will, that is all these their plans. To a pretext to come and kill our people. How can government with sophisticated weapons, guns, take 300 cows to run to where? And only to be demanding as ransom 1 gun and 4 million naira. They kidnap 10 and let's leave this is primary lie, very rudimentary. It doesn't hold any water at all. But we in Nigeria, where things, in order to maintain one Nigeria, you have to be stupid. I'll preach it here. To maintain one Nigeria, you have to build a seaport. You have to build a port. In a seaport, let me call it like that. It's seaport in a desert. They call it dry dock. In a desert with no water body. When you talk, they say no. You just to maintain the unity of Nigeria. That is it. In order to maintain the unity of Nigeria, you have to build a naval base. Nigerian naval base in Kaduna, in the midst of no water, no Sahel, no water body at all. Whereas oceans are bound in the south. When you talk, they say no, just to maintain the unity of Nigeria. So I come to understand that maintaining the unity of Nigeria is everybody. You have to be stupid. That's it. That is what the Fulani means. You have to do not make any sense. Be gullible, stupid, imbecile, anything imbecilic, and that's it. Now we're now copying one Nigeria, unity of Nigeria. Do not be reasonable. That is what it means. But IPOB we have understood, and we are now reasoning. The Fulani think that they will beat everybody into a state of stupor, whereby people will continue moroning, zombieing, as I used to say it. So here we are preaching this gospel. Now, as I say, without wasting time or without taking up any more time, I will go straight to the topic of my submission, which is, I term it political population. I want to talk about political population. I don't see it as absurd. Our people, they misunderstand completely everything concerning politics. The word politics, they don't even understand it. Life is about politics because we live together. Let me start by saying this, that politics, which is a Greek word, politica. It just literally means affairs of the cities. Cities are where people congregate. People from different walks of life, they congregate, they stay to live together. Before you know, they rent a house or they buy houses, buy land and build a house and start living together, forming a community also in a city. So, politics, literally as a Greek word, politica, is affairs of the cities. It is the set of activities that are associated with making decisions in groups or other forms of power relations among individuals, such as the distribution of resources or status. That is politics. Simply put, politics could be said to be the activities associated with the governance of a country or an area. Simple. Without politics, you cannot be functioning properly as a human being. You go back to the era of Homo erectus, or yes, Homo erectus, the early men, the Neanderthals. Because that time people are just in family. No rules. Power is the rule. Mmadụ nwere ike mee gị mkpasu oge iwe, gị were okwute copy isi if you can. Other people will laugh and the person will die. Daily men, not in politics. Because after all, they will say, yes, he provoked you. Do you remember in the Bible? And Cain killed Abel. Do you remember it? Because there was no government, no rules. People we are just going like that as ordinary animals. Anybody that provokes you, if you can, because that time hardly a young weapon even. You take stone and break his head, and if he fall, you take a very big boot and a kapiayishi. Others will be afraid or will laugh. Any other person near you, another animal is gone. Do you understand? But politics simply is the activities associated with the governance of a country or an area. That is politics. Remember, I'm talking about political population. I'm coming. According to one Italian Marxist philosopher, his name is Antonio Francesco Gramsci. All men are political beings. All men are political beings. Every man, in as much as he is active, that is living. What he means by being active, that is, as long as you are alive, you are living. Every person contributes to modifying the social environment in which he develops, to modifying certain of its characteristics, or to preserving others. In other words, he tends to establish norms, rules of living and behavior. That is human being. That is why we are human. We are political animals. Every human being in this planet Earth, as long as you are alive, you are moving, you are breathing, you are contributing in one way or the other to modifying the social environment in which you are. Do you understand? Even if you travel to any place, as long as you are there, you are contributing, because there you will eat. As you are eating, for you to eat, you have to buy things. As you are buying things, you are interacting with people. You are making some people richer. And when you eat, even if you're in a hotel, you must go to toilet. You understand? And your toilet will be flushed to the central system. So you are contributing everything in any way. You must, remove garbage. You are used to buy biscuit. You remove the back, the waterproof. It becomes a garbage. You are contributing in every single individual as long as you are alive. That is what this man is saying. Now it is for human beings, due to development, establish norms, rules of living and behavior. That is how government emerged. Now, for Aristotle, man being a political animal was intended by his nature to live with other men in society. Only beasts and gods could survive on their own. Alone, man was liable to fall into animalistic, immoral habits. We need ourselves. Now, a population, a nation, a community, people that have organically been sedimented into one people, into the same lifestyle, with the same culture, same value. That is what I mean by the population. Do you understand? Political population. Therefore, a political population could be referred to as to a set of people that works or conducts their activities for their best collective interest. They take their collective interests as a priority, which is the major factor for self-preservation. The collective interests of a people, of a population, should be prioritized other than individualism. Collective interest surpasses private interest. Do you understand? Because a people, as you say in our own language, our collective interest is priority than our individual interests. Do you understand what I mean? Being apolitical, that is opposite of political. Being apolitical can also refer to situation in which people take an unbiased position in regard to political matters. I will explain this, so that we understand it in an elementary way. Being apolitical can also refer to situations in which people take an unbiased position in regard to political matters. Okay. Do you remember the clips I used to play in Igbo language here that say that our people are apolitical? He gave example that the Jews we are seeing, the Israelis, they were apolitical for thousands of years until what happened to them, series of events that happened to them, made them, they become political by force. They are now a political population. You understand? That is why they are ready to defend one citizen, one person, one Israeli. They are ready, a whole country, they can spend anything in order to, rescue a citizen in distress in another place. Have you forgotten Donald Trump when he rescued an American in the northern zoo that was kidnapped, and he killed? Do you know how much that operation took? A lot of money, millions of dollars, just for one person. That is self-preservation, so that you become proud of who you are, of where you come from, because the population is political. The government cares for everybody. Do you understand? But being apolitical, listen to what he has said. Being apolitical could also refer to a situation in which people take an unbiased position in regard to political matters. Now let me bring it down to our life, our life as Biafrans. Mostly we Igbo Biafrans. Yes, we are people that are straightforward when it comes to some certain matters. We don't look say this is an Igbo man like me, let me side him. This is not a... Yes, we used to be proud of saying that, but let me tell you, can I say something? It can disappoint many people, but that character is not a good character. Do you understand? You don't say, not every truth that is necessary. There are some places you have to be, you have to meander. It's everywhere. Now, let me give you an example. Because it is mostly us that used to do it. In China, if, for example, a black person, an African, a black person, have problem with a Chinese, the whole other Chinese, they don't care what matter, whether the Chinese is at fault. Or if it comes to physical fighting, they will come join hands. As far as they are passing, they see another race fighting, they will join hands together to come and beat that person, beat him into pulp, if not to kill him. In many other races, it's like that. They don't care, even in Arab countries. You had here when one of our brothers called from Italy saying he's annoyed. I calm him down. That one Italian, he was driving, one Italian brushed him. And before you know, others join, even the police, they are trying to find one way in order to manipulate the video, to doctor the video. That is, they are political population, for goodness sake. There is something, mistakes we used to make. And that is why I call it primitivity, primitive character. We need to evolve, mutate with the world, change with the world we find ourselves. Otherwise, we perish. That is what I'm telling you. You see, our leader, one time, he played something that surprised even me that time. Of which, that day, he made that statement. I slept. I said, Chineke, this man's knowledge is, his wisdom is not of this earth. About Fadambaka. They think the caliphate, they think that they can continue doing us as they used to. And that is why, Lai Mohammed attacked Fadambaka because Fadambaka was speaking reality about what is happening in Nigeria and calling on the federal government of Nigeria, the presidency, to do something. Now they came to attack him. I think it was Lai Mohammed. He said somebody that used to come in the night come to beg for contract because they didn't give him the contract. That is why he's now attacking him. And immediately you will see many of our people jump. Hey, it's true. This man, pastor, he's a man of God. Look, he go to take a contract. The pastor, the reverend father, our own people. That day in the evening or the following day, our leader came on. People, we are thinking that he will, because oh, Chineke. People, we are all thinking that our leader will, blast off at Ambaka, but he turned round. That day, just like he removed veil in our eyes, direct, and he blasted the presidency, the caliphate, because they believe that once the Nnamdi once they see something like this, they will use it to kill themselves in the name of we are straightforward. Your truth is supposed to have limitation. Sometimes you join it with the brain. That is for as long as it concerns our collective interest. That is what I'm telling you. Our leader turned our eyes and we started seeing more clearly in that perspective. And we see the result. Our leader, he spoke a proverb that you cannot, while the kite or eagle is attacking the chickens, You shouldn't be blaming the hen that time that brought the chickens out. Though that hen shouldn't have brought the newborn chickens in that arena. But that is not the time for you to blame him, or blame her, or blame it. You first of all scare away the eagle. You come and scare him so that he will not carry any chicken. You understand? Now, after, when that eagle is gone, you call back the hen and give her the blame that's supposed to. If he's beating, you beat her. Do you understand? Because that is the way things should be. Our leader turned us into a political population, whereby other, like the caliphate, they will bring out the truth. Though it's true, Mbaka went to look for contra. It's true. Do you see? That is why I said, I wrote one time about a few days back during this Suleiman's rhetoric about the Igbos. I said the people that are saying it's true, it's true. Not every truth that we should clap for. We shouldn't applaud for every truth. What matters is you should look at the intention. That is the thing. No, courageous when you take it. You know, these are things that people, a population that is apolitical, they take it like that and start attacking and killing themselves. No, we save our own first. That is how it should be. We save our own first. Do you understand me? So our leader did this, and today we see the fruit. We need to be a political population. It's one of the main factor of self-preservation. When you see your brother, for example, being accused by or being beaten by a foreigner, even if you do that thing, don't go there and start joining. Save him first. It's part of a political population. I don't know. It says being apolitical can also refer to situations in which people take an unbiased position in regard to political matters. Unbiased. That is, always you are straightforward. Now, whatever, even if the thing is against our collective interest, you say, nah, now no matter now we, but truth be spoken, and you are yapping in public, castigating your own people, you are doing more harm. That is self-destruction. You understand? Every truth is not supposed to be or give the good result that is needed. Let me tell you, for example, let me give this example, primary example. If you have a son and for example you are smoking, you are not supposed to be smoking, even if smoking in the cannabis in his presence, and he was watching you, maybe he's annoyed even at you as a father. Maybe I've told you, Dad, stop this thing, stop smoking this, and you say, son, please, we stop. But now all of a sudden, let me give you this example. All of a sudden the cops came and he has some cannabis or wraps on him. He threw it, maybe immediately dig the ground and cover it, put it inside. And the cops will ask the child, your child, maybe a child of 14 or 15 years, we suspect that this is your father. He say yes. We suspect that your father is smoking. If he's intelligent, no matter that he's annoyed against the father, if he's intelligent, he has to protect the father. He will say, no, there are people that were smoking the thing, but they have gone. They just, you understand? And now the cops, they will go. For example, they will go and say, okay, they believe the child and go. Even that thing will make the father to stop it. But if it's a nonsense child that wants to speak the truth, if they ask the child, for example, somebody is smoking here, who is it? We thought that is your father. And the child will say, yes, to say the truth, oh, it's my father. And look at where he hide the remaining and others. He will open ground and call it. And they will handcuff the father and put him in jail. Or the child, or can we say that, oh my? Can we praise him? Ayogane eto yasena o makai me hetinye na na so na nsobu. Only thing okay, just that little politics. Then no, to defend the father. It's a lie, yes, but he's defending the father for that time. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what our people lack? That understanding that we need self-preservation. Do you understand? Our political people, they take an unbiased position. When a political people can take a biased position as far as it goes to their interests, that is why the Fulani man talking to Kunle in the clip, he said that they understand, they know that they are, all the policies of every Nigerian government is against the Igbos. They are doing it, they know. They are biased, but they are doing it for their Fulanization agenda, for their best interest, collective interest. That is why they are doing it. It is also our function to develop such type of attitude. Don't you see when our leader used to, he used to defend, he defended all those Efulefus. There is wisdom in what he did. There is wisdom to show that no matter, we should show a common face to the outsiders and never allow outsiders to make use of. We can be yapping ourselves, we can be quarreling, but a foreigner have no right to come and profit in that quarrel. Maybe side one person and start quarreling, and that person accepts. That is foolishness. Do you understand? We have the right to quarrel. That is why what Pastor Suleiman said, I said no. Some people understand it, some people understand it, no, it's not the truth. I said no. That truth is the truth that kills. We can be calling ourselves this and that, say, but once where he is going, he is trying to discourage our people that as far as we can destroy ourselves, so there is no need of Biafra. That is the intention. We should be wise. Not everything we applaud. Remember, I'm talking about political population. A population that is a people that is moving forward to advance, to achieve development as a people. Sometimes they become biased. It's normal. Do you understand? Sometimes they become biased. That is politics. This truth, come, I don't hide. Sometimes you should hide some things. Oh yeah, now you know I'm straightforward. I don't hide my feelings. Sometimes you hide your feelings. That is politics. Sometimes you hide it, because if you bring out that you're feeling that it can spoil something. Now you hide it. You pretend as if everything is okay, but later now you talk in another. Talk in a gentle way later. But every time, you see, that is why anywhere there is Igbo meeting or the gathering, sometimes a quarrel because everybody is straightforward. Well, now let me tell you this. I have to, because I'm straightforward. Sometimes that straightforwardness kills. It destroys instead of building. We should learn. I'm talking about political population. Former President Trump, he publicly said, America first, which is right. The man vomited things publicly that others are doing, but they are not saying it. Do you understand? America first. Don't you see Joe Biden today? He want to sell attack helicopters to Nigeria so that he can get gas. Does he care about the population? Does he care about Biafrans that will be killed with all those attack helicopters? Does he care? What matters to him is to get that money in order that Americans, the citizens, will be living fine. That is a political solution. The political population. Their characters. Do you understand? But our own, we always, even if going against our own people, in order to satisfy foreigners, to satisfy others, that is very, very sad. Very, very sad. The Fulani are doing everything possible, including killing others, indigenous people, and openly supporting themselves in order to take over our lands. What do you say about it? What they are doing is evil. They are committing evil. But let me tell you this. They are doing this in order to be on top. Because for them, if they are not on top, they are finished. Now you can equate it as a fighting for survival also. Do you understand me? Now, you that they are using against your own people, how do you feel? How do you feel? Political population is what I'm talking about. A population that does everything. Even if they are biased, they don't care. As far as they are saving themselves. There's one time one guy was telling me a story. I marvel. He said when he was in Lagos selling clothes, I think in Yaba, he said one day he had a little just very little misunderstanding, which is not his fault. He explained to me the misunderstanding with a Yoruba woman, Mama Put Seller. And the woman can say he must pay him for something he didn't buy, he didn't eat. He said no, early in the morning. And he went out, the woman went out and came with hefty Alaye boys. He said they beat him. They say he's not going to, his punishment, they fined him and they started beating him that he's not going to open shop that day. Because he said it's not long time he went to Lagos as of that time. And he said to his greatest surprise, Igbo people, his neighbors, all, they were watching him, pretending as if nothing is happening. He said he was surprised. The thing, he gave him goosebumps. We say they were beating and killing him. They gave him wounds, according to him. And others were just staying quietly as if nothing is happening. He says since that day, he don't know how he classify our people. Nobody say stop what you are doing or try to question, say all these things. He said, in Yaba now, our people are plenty. Everybody kept quiet, minding his business as if they are watching him, watching how they are hitting him, beating him, slapping him. And everybody kept quiet. This is how the Fulani Caliphate want us to be. Obedient slaves. If something is happening to your brother, you don't put mouth, because if you put mouth, they will put you inside. But little did we know that once we come in a group, There's nothing they can do. This thing that we don't want problem, we don't want problem, please leave it, we don't want problem. I've been saying it here. You are born into a world of problem. A world that is spinning at a speed. The first spinning is spinning, I think 70-something thousand kilometers per hour. Now rotating around the sun at a speed of 121,000 plus kilometers per hour. You are born into a moving vehicle like the world, and you say you don't want problem. You say leave it, even if they are killing your brother, leave it. I don't want problem. You are already inside the problem as far as you come into this world. That is why you see our people, you know, some of our people that are used to be victims in Biafra land of the massacre. You see that they are people that think that the enemy will differentiate between the people that do the thing with him. Very, very bad mindset. Poor, very poor one. You will see somebody see where something has happened, and he will come out. They waka like a donkey. You tell us in I beg these people, I don't know them. And before you know, a Fulani military will just come down and aim at him and shoot him into pieces. The people that always say it doesn't concern me, we are not among. This is apolitical. People that don't read their situations, their surroundings. A political population understands very well their collective interest is far superior to their individual private interests. That is a political population. They understand very well that their collective interest is far superior to that of their individual private interests. Do you understand? Okay, just watch when the thing that happened in Abia about one time. As one man, they called on the Fulani, they call it Northerners living there, and they gathered the motorcade of 276 vehicles moving out. Can you? This is a political population that is obedient, that don't ask you once they hear, they know why should he, why is he that brought me here? Who is that? He's talking on television only, he's talking on radio, shouting on radio. Is he that brought me here? Or if I go, is he going to feed my family? If why? Because they believe that their private interest is bigger than those of our collective interests. Do you understand the problems we are having? Do you know that is an advancement? Being able to be disciplined to a cause by people. It's not easy. It's advancement. There are some people in this struggle, they come there, they want everything quick. You know, people that used to call, this and that. And you see that these people, with this speed they are in, they will, just like train never want to break, like that they will also go. You see some of them trying to say, okay, DOS is very slow. They don't know what they are doing. Now they enter into the field and start, okay, let us start doing this and that. They met that, they saw that they are going nowhere. What they are looking for now is money. Anywhere I go, butter. Through super chat, now make money. Now this agitation, we make a little money, I beg. These are the people that we are blaming. DOS. Hey, they don't do anything. You don't know that controlling a population, talk less of our own, us, controlling us. Millions and millions of people. It needs strategy. When you take a step, you look around, you gather people, any ones that are trying to move away, you try to gather them. It will take time. After gathering, they make time, people are gathered. You take another step, just like that. You understand? But when you are running, going more, you see that when you look back, you don't see nobody with you again. Controlling a population or Biafrans, controlling Biafrans towards one goal, it is the hardest job on earth. Our leader said it, and it's truth. It is the hardest job on earth. A place, a population where many people thought that their interest is superior to everybody's interest. That whatever they like, everybody must like it. It's like that. Who are you to tell them anything? In order to convince these people, in order to bring them to the fold, in order to make them understand that our collectivity is better. With collectivity, we can fight a one-win. But many are still novice, ignorant of it. That is why they turn everything they equate it to money. That is it. Because they are apolitical. That is why even selling their own people, they can do it in order to get money, because they are not political in nature. That is why when they tell them, when they advise that, look, this place in Lagos, stop buying land, stop building, look at what in the next 30-40 years you lose it, they will tell you, boy, leave that time. They live by the day. We will settle it. Don't worry, we will break it. Who will come that time? Nah, that time is far. When that time reaches, they will start demolishing those houses they build. They will start crying. These are our political population. A political population are always aware of the situation surrounding them as a people. When you are apolitical, you allow strangers to deceive you with false, fake promises. Oh no, don't worry, we are guiding you, no problem. We are all one Nigeria. You stay in the north. They give you, even they sell to you land very cheap, and you buy and start building. You are living in peace. It is a borrowed peace, because you don't understand the situation surrounding you. You understand? You want to remove yourself from, that is what the Fulani want to do, the caliphate. They want to divide the Igbos, Biafrans. Now you have a Igbo of Katsina. They don't know their root again in our land. They will disassociate themselves from the east. They will say we are Igbos of Katsina, so this is where we know as our place. Now they have Igbos of Bauchi, Igbos of divided into pieces. The Jews, they tried it. I give example with the Jews because exactly what happened to them is what is happening to us. They went to the greater Europe. Some are Greeks. Some say they are Portuguese. Some claim, we are Germans. But whenever they around them or whenever they want to deal with them, all of them are Jewish. It doesn't matter how you hide. It doesn't matter how they hide. The zenith reached the apex. It reached during the Second World War, when they were rounded up all over Europe. Before, it used to happen in different parts of Europe, not spontaneous. Maybe today will happen they will kill Jews in Portugal. The next day is the Jews in Austro-Hungarian Empire. Another month it will be Russians. They will slaughter Russian Jews. The following day it will be they will slaughter Spanish Jews, Italian Jews, turn by turn. But during the Second World War was when they were rounded up like rats, chickens from all over Europe. And that was the time what broke the camel's bone. they started thinking political. That look, we are one people. Oh. Because before some we say no, we are Greek people. Oh, don't call us. Don't put us into that you are Judaism. We are Greek. The other one we say no, we are Spanish. Oh. After all, I don't speak any other language. It's Spanish. But when they were rounded up at the same time, being hunted like animals in the whole of Europe at the same time, that was when they knew that it's time up and they have to look for solution. They turned political. They started understanding that look, as a people, you have to be political in nature. Without being political in nature, you are zero. It doesn't matter, be a billionaire, be even the president. Do you understand? It doesn't mean anything. Because anytime they want, you have no base. You have nobody that saves you. Do you understand? Do you remember when the impostor Jibril sent an emissary through the Nigerian embassy in Saudi Arabia and rescued a Fulani girl that they saw drug in her luggage in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia, was being detained? And I think the girl said not only her, there are many Nigerians there. They have to send emissary direct, and diplomatically they removed her because he's a Fulani girl. He knows who knows who knows. All of them are together. Imagine it's a Biafran, for example. Imagine it's a non-Fulani. Even if his cry from now till thy kingdom come, that he didn't know about the drug. Maybe he don't know. People put it for him. He don't know. It is the Nigerian government that even the Nigerian newspaper that will condemn the person immediately before anything. Do you understand do you see what it means to be political population? People that support themselves. It doesn't matter who gets killed. They don't care. What matters is their own. That is self-preservation. That is why when you see black people crying, they don't allow us to come out from Ukraine, this and that. They're only prioritizing on their citizens. I say, look, I laugh. Are they going to So you want them to just call you, pass you first, now leaving their citizens behind to be killed? That is what you think? Because maybe if it is you will even leave your people and let you pass foreigners first, because you're stupid. In everything you save your own first. That is the law of nature. You save your own first. It doesn't matter what others are saying. That is what we have come to understand, even in Nigeria setting. If you have continue being apolitical, the race you finish. That is it. You don't like our leader say, you don't expect him to come on air start condemning Fadambaka. After all, the contract is, yes, he's looking for contract, but he had the right to do so. Because the contract, the money that you are using, it comes from his land. Now he's coming to look for crop. That is it. That is it. That is why I say not every truth you will just take it as face value. Oh, it's true, it's true, it's true. Because you are apolitical. You are not political in nature. We human beings, we are political animals, and that is how we should be. If you cannot control your own family, you are stupid. As a man, as a parent, you take care of your children, control them. That is part of politics. Do you understand? It's part of politics. When your children have problem, you come, you resolve the situation in a way that it will be equilibrium. No person will feel offended. Do you understand? That is politics. But why is it that when it comes to our race, anything concerning us as a people, now what type of truth? There are many truths in this world. Let me tell you, there are truths that are meant to scatter a people. There are truths. That is why even Abraham, he twisted little lies Is this your wife? He said, no, it's not my wife, it's my sister. Some people will argue that it's his sister, but he said, no, this is not my wife, which means he lied. And that is a righteous lie for them to pass through, for him not to be killed. Because if he said that truth and be killed, who lose? He's not coming out again. Even that woman, that is his wife, he will not even know again about her. You understand? So that is why sometimes you have to save your people first. It doesn't matter whose ass is broken. That should not be your problem. Because this too much being straightforward. Now like that Reverend Father say, let us be political in nature, so that we understand the way the caliphate is coming, so that we understand the political situation surrounding us. I used to say this in 1966, a whole military, that time the military officers are mostly Igbos. The intelligence, everything is mostly Igbos. But they fail to take into seriousness about the information that there will be a counter coup. Now I start understanding. Many of them knew about it, just like Colonel Madebo also knew. But when they tell others, they will discourage them and say, nah, happen here, nah, beg, who can do it? Nah, I beg. You don't say, the president. We are all Igbos with who here. Who will do it? Nah, nothing mega, leave it. That is our political population. And they slaughtered them. More than 300 officers, high-ranking Igbo officers, in one night. When they say Igbo officers, it's not only the per se Igbo, Ijo among. Efik, all the Biafrans. After all, the account given by Philip Effiong, he is not an Igbo per se, but they were looking for him to kill him, and he had to run away from Kaduna till Biafra land. So when we talk about Igbo in this context, it's all but Ijo, Efik, Ibibio. They slaughtered. How didn't they know? How didn't they get a glimpse? Any person that knows and tell them, the other people will gather and laugh him, say, nah, beg, story. The same primitive way of some of our people's reasoning, until we are woken up in this hallowed platform. It is high time we become political in whatever we are doing. It doesn't matter, even if you are biased against one negative face. It doesn't matter, even if you are biased against the other people, because this is self-preservation. Don't fear. Don't say, I got say I'm not. Are you more holy than Abraham? Are you more holy than Abraham? Let me tell you. Let me ask you. So why should always, you have to, inside you are saying the truth, you become detrimental to our collective interests. A political population never accepts or allows divisions from outsiders using any means or guise. Do you understand? Just like what we are saying today. They will come. Once they divide you, I used to ask, we have I think 3 regions also in the north, but it's never conspicuous. They have North Central, North East, and North West. They never project it. Never. They call themselves North. But when you come in our land, they divide the same way they divided the regions. South East, South West, South South. They put South South in order to make sure they divide us. Why do we project it? Why do we think that not calling this regional areas or regions as it is, that our lives depends on it? Oh, you are from southeast. Oh, you are from south. That is bunkum, rubbish. They push you and you accept. They put anything out and you accept. That acceptance is what we are preaching against. Enemies can be pushing out anything, but once you reject it, it bounces back. They themselves that are calling us every time, they make sure if they are calling, southeast, until they will start making people, compare or take Biafra Southeast, because we are validating it by our speeches, our talkings, and our writings. Do you understand? We need to understand. A political population never accepts or allow divisions from outside using any means or guise. Let me tell you now. I used to say this. You are saying, Igbo presidency is not possible. Sometimes I'm of contrary opinion. I used to say it. And maybe I might be wrong, but I used to think like this. Because I don't want people to be confused. People that will be calling, I'm confused now. President now. Concentrate. President because I join no. You see people will change tongue now. Another thing. That is why I'm saying it now. They can also use this Rotimi Amechi. Do not be surprised. Tomorrow you come out and tomorrow you become the president. Do you know what they want to achieve? First of all, they want to put confusion between ourselves. You understand? You see now, if we are talking, it will make you people are against him because he's not from south to east, he's from south to south. Anyway, we are behind him. And Chibika Mechi is an Igbo man. He's an Igbo man, pure. So these people, the caliphate you are seeing, they are hardened the politicians. They are highly survey. When it comes to politics, they can manipulate. They know how to do things. They have been doing it right from many centuries back, before even the advent of Europeans in Africa, in West Africa. The Fulani has been conquering. Do you understand that? What I'm saying here, I'm not saying it to praise them, but I'm saying it so that you understand the level of people you are dealing with, so that when you are talking, you know how you're talking. Do you understand me? These people, they have been carrying out raids right from time, even 15th to 14th to 13th centuries. The Fulani, they have been carrying out raids, conquering people, then ruling people, being on top of people. Do you understand? So it is high time we open our eyes and see. The other time I said, why is it that foreigners are always strangling or taking over indigenous people's lands and controlling them? This is a food for thought. You need to research about it. Everywhere, according to the world, the statistics, the index, the population of indigenous people is between 300 to 500 million in the world of 80 billion plus. You understand? Why is it so? Because they are always myopic. They feel comfortable staying in their place. Let me tell you this. If not that we traveled and saw the world, we traveled and see how things are happening other places, we would have been comfortable in that part of the world, in our land, believing that anything that comes is the will of God. That is how humanity is. But we saw things outside and said, no, it shouldn't be like this. Our leaders started a mental revolution first in our lives, and that will lead to the physical revolution that will give us Biafra. And that is what we are doing. That is where we are heading to. Therefore, be at alert now. As they are saying, they select a Chibika match, this and that. It could be when they put it so that they will fight to hungry dogs. They will fight and kill themselves. It might be that this is what the Fulani wants to do, so that you will not be caught in a surprise. Do you understand me? So that division not come. We support our man. He's from south. This southeast. You people say carry a Biafra. This is a warning. It's a possibility. I'm not saying that it is fixed, but it's a possibility. For this Fulani, I don't count anything impossible. Say no, it's impossible. No, I don't do it. If you do it and concentrate on that, it's impossible. If it's possible, you don't have any plan B. That time you will not be prepared. That is why we are doing what we are doing, to open the eyes of our people, so that we become political population. To say our own first, Nkai first. What is our interest? That is it first. They sold to us. The caliphate sold to us Nigeria. We have wrongfully fought for Nigeria, thinking that Nigeria is our country. Why the Fulani have been using Nigeria as an illusion to perfect their Fulanization of every indigenous population. Do you understand? We are the Fulani headsmen killing people like this before the war? No. They use Nigeria and say, no, Nigeria, we are fighting for Nigeria. No person should go out. We are all Nigerians. And others believed and followed. Do you see it? Now they demonize us, Biafrans, that we are demons. We are fighting to create a problem. This and that. And the caliphate was able to organize them. And do you know what they did? They left. They left Gowon. There were other houses of Fulani Muslims that could have taken power, but they said no. They plan it. Give this. Let's go on. Go on is a Christian, and go on. That time he was a bachelor. He never even married. It was during the war that, as the war was raging, he was enjoying himself doing his white marriage. Go on, you see. He was a young man that time, and a Christian. The Fulani choose him in order to put him as a figurehead. He represented many things, so that whenever Biafrans will say this is a religious war, they are killing us Christians. Hey, they will say it's a propaganda. Our president is a Christian, so how is it so? And the person will come and validate it and say yes, it's not a religious war, so it's Nigeria. He never knew that they were using him. The same thing, the same way. Today, you will see even one Solomon Lalong of Plateau. He is the chairman of Northern Governors Forum. He is a Christian. Anytime the Fulani, they want to show off this, they will gather together and they allow the spokesperson to be even an indigenous person or a Christian. So that people will not see it, international community will not see it as a gang up between a religious gang up. That is what they did during the war. If you come and say, if you talk and say, no, they are killing, this is their Islamization, they say, no, their president of Nigeria is a Christian. What are you talking? Do you see how they annulled that side? Do you see it? What about Obasanjo? When he entered there in 1999, he validated and regulated Nigerian membership of OIC. Something that was going behind the scenes, being hidden secretly. He came, he openly validated it and regulated the whole Nigerian membership. Go and study it. He was not a Muslim. They used him in order to do what they themselves, the caliphate, cannot do without causing uproar to the population. After him, Jonathan became the first Nigerian president to physically attend OIC program. I think he was in Saudi Arabia. He's a Christian. Since that time, no person comes out again to criticize and say why Nigeria is in OIC, because they saw that the people, non-Fulani, the Christians, they have validated it for them, so they use them. That one is gone. Nigeria is paying heavy amount of money every time to OIC, into OIC, Organization of Islamic Conference. Do you see how they do? That is why any person that they use, even a Sultana, they use as a president, they are what they want to do to seal the slavery of the whole Sultanas. That is what they want to do. So do not be surprised. Do not be moved with money or by money. Anytime it comes, we are warning it, so that when that time comes, I will bring out this message and replay it. Because they gave you 1 million naira, 500,000 naira. Now in us, we see another language. Because I see that many people, mostly in our land, are very cheap. I see it. I'm telling you. Only very few are dignified. Many people are very, very cheap. With money, I call another story. That is being very cheap. Sometimes people now say, no, that is not the problem. That food that will bring down your dignity, say, no, I know the chop. We are known for that. I don't know how our people have been turned into very cheap tissue papers. I don't know why. I don't know why, honestly. It is high time for us to return back to our senses and fight for our future as a people. Let us once again become a political population, whereby you look at the interests of our collective interest first. That is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering in DSS dungeon today. If it's for his interest, he will collect anything and come out and start maybe Range Rover 2036 model. You know, with a freedom fighting, as others are doing. But he said no, because he's a man of dignity, because he knows what a political population should be. Our interest first, not your interest or my interest first. Sometimes our interest can go against your personal interest. You have to bear it. That is how a people progresses, and that is civilization. Do you understand? When people have different interests and everybody is fighting for his own personal interest, what we have is anarchy and animalistic behavior. Nothing more. Animals. Primitive Neanderthals. That is what it means. But when when you bring down your private interest, your personal interest, you moderate it. You bring it down in order to align to our collective interest. That is what is called the civilization. It's part of it. Major part of civilization. That you have civilized character. That is it. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go into a few minutes break, and when I come back, I will open my line so that Biafrans will talk. We call in. I'll be right back.
Announcement. Here comes a great gathering of the people from the West African region. Ambazonia, Biafra, Oduduwa, living across the entire globe, the entire world. Coming from different parts of all the continents of the world to Brussels, Belgium, to march in great mass and in great multitude. All hail Biafra. Long live Ambazonia. Freedom for Oduduwa Republic. United we stand and shall never fall. With one vision and joint strength, the land of Belgium will feel the heat of these particular Abu people. Ambazonia.
This is my home, and I'm home to stay. Get ready, mama, prepare for your freedom.
Freedom is coming tomorrow.
We will be the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, worldwide, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They bring una this informate. Everybody, including human being, minus human animals, clean your ear very well for this important informate. On 27th April 2022, IPOB they enforce the ban on Fulani cow and everything Fulani by fire by force. By this informate, no Ochin Nama and Nama go waka waka for any road or bush in Biafra land, or cow parade, or cross country, whatever it be, catwalk, fashion parade of Nama, jogging and exhibition, sightseeing or excursion, and no more entering of Fulani cows into Biafra land, either by direct or indirect, crook or crooked way again. From 27th of April 2022, any Fulani cow we see in Biafra land don't become a foreigner, illegal immigrant, an occupant, and a wanderer, and contraband. Our people whether into cow business, we don't switch over to our native cow and goat business must have ranches, while every ranch must get their ranch identification, initial recognition for easy identification of ranch and location. With the coming of these Fulani caused cows and their Ochin Nama, they use the opportunity to flood their jihadist foot soldiers into our land, who occupy our bushes, rape and kill our mothers and sisters, destroy our farmlands, bans, desecrate our lands, pollute our drinking waters. My brother, which one I go count now? Therefore, to this Fulani in our land, we say enough is enough. Once again, we say enough is enough to our people using 3 trillion naira to chocolate only Fulani cost cow every year. When no they add any value to our land, only destroy everything. Destroy our economy, destroy our lifestyle, destroy everything about us. You know they understand. From 27th April 2022, any Fulani cow, either by cow jailbreak, misroute or misroad, go face the judgment of the spirits of the land. Make you help us and help yourself to stop this Fulani defilement of our land with their unclean, abominable, and defiled cow. If they go destroy liquor for naught, say it no good. My brother, Fulani and their cow now the baddest resident evil in our land of Biafra, and we must checkmate them and stop them before they stop you. Bros, you know the shame? Say person will hate you like shit, they give you food and you dey chop late. I be no be poison and death to dey chop when Fulani cow never come. Wetin you dey eat as meat? Dem born you born Fulani cow or una be twins? Since you start dey chop late every Fulani cost animalistic animal, check your health and yourself. You don comot for human being, behave like animal, and your face and everything change, resemble Fulani cow for character, and you dey very disruptive against your people like the Fulani cows. From 27th of April, our special cow ban enforcement task force go do the needful, monitoring, supervising, and documenting all ranches in Biafra land. Use your hand to comot monkey handle before it turns to human being. No forget, e go dey play and this one go dey show. No be only audio. Our word is our bond. No going back. This one no be witch hunt, but na to cleanse our land and set it in order. Now the indigenous people of Biafra, under the leadership of Abuketive one of our land, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they bring on this message.
Freedom is coming tomorrow.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Before I open my lines, I have a breaking news that Owerri is on heavy fire right now. Gunshots everywhere in Owerri. So that our people over there should be at alert. You know, this is also part of what I preach, so that you understand the situation surrounding you. You can save your life by that. But when you say nothing mega killed again a whole again you don't see the real general, the first general that merited his rank. He fought for it and merited it. He earned it. even in the UN war in Katanga in Congo. Now, what about you? What we are saying, like in a way, we are hearing now that there is heavy gunfire in Owerri going on now. The work of Hope Uzodinma, we know. But be wise, be at alert, and save your life. Now, let me just read this headline quickly, which I got now. Kanu Hisbatok stuff wants beer makers and sellers to stay away from Kanu. That is it. What we are agitating for is for you people, the Fulani, stay in your place, do your thing. If you want, even don't give visa to anybody. If you want to say any person that is coming there will tie himself with an empty bag of rice, that is your country, no problem. Now we also do our own nation the way we run it, the way we want, our value. Should this bring a problem? But why should we be in the same country whereby you impose something that I don't want in my own land, but in your own land you say no beer, no person? You start destroying people's beer, and that is what we make. What of we people making this unkwenu, bottling it? It brings employment, but we cannot do it in Kano, but we in the same country. Does it make any sense? That is why we say Fulani cattle, Nama, as from 27th, one Nechi, it will become an illegal immigrant. You understand? It will become a wanderer. It will become non grata in our land. Because they don't want us also to sell. This decision should have been it's long overdue, I'm telling you. It's long overdue. But because we are not a political population, we always try to satisfy foreigners. Oh, I know the way we say it in our language, in our own dialect. You don't want to provoke others. You always try to make sure that the others will not be annoyed. Even if it means, killing yourself, there's no problem. You'll be inconveniencing yourself so that a foreigner, in order not to upset a foreigner. Is that life? Look at the warning. This is what they have been doing since 1999, that Sharia came into, or 19 or 2000, that Sharia came into there. Even before that time, they are destroying our ways, our means of livelihood in the north. And now our eyes are now open, and we are taking our own destiny, taking charge of our own destiny. From 27th, there should be no Fulani cows in our land. If you want to go and carry them buy in order to, onyaho now, they sell it to you cheap so that he will able, so that anything that happens, people say no. They say we have been warning you since last year, over 6 months now. So a word is sufficient for the wise. We are now a political population. If I come and see people attacking somebody beating my own brother, my own Biafran brother, I will put out. It doesn't matter what he does. As far as they are foreigners, they are strangers, I should go there and rescue him if possible. Also, hey, you never blame your people. You don't do that. We should mutate with time, otherwise we become extinct. That is what the world is doing. So we should mutate with time. We should not be in one place saying that this is our week. that character we exhibit, as far as we see that it's of no good to us, we change it. That is it. After all, Rome before Christ, Rome was not Christian. They saw that Christianity, they have to use it in order to organize people, conquer places, and that is why they changed with time. They use it in order to obtain where they are today, the status they are today. So why should we be one place saying no? This is every culture mutates or changes, absorbs things or removes things from time to time according to the time, the season of the generation. That is it. After all, like Igbo and also Tata, it's not the type of Igbo spoken 100 years back. It's not. If there is somebody that have been living in village, an old grandmother or great grandfather that is still alive, go and talk to him. That is above 100 years. Go and speak to him in Igbo. You see that there are many things you will not be understanding. Him too, the same thing. So things change. Human being is about changing. It's about changes. Only the changes, you make changes that is appropriate for the generation, for the time, and good for you, for us as a people. All those ones, that softness that makes us, they kill us with idea. They will be beating our brother, others we keep quiet, and we don't want problem. Now it should not be like that. Do you understand? So that we progress, otherwise we go into extinct. Otherwise we go into extinct. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have a first caller that has been there already since 7 minutes. Caller on Signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you loud and clear. I hope I'm coming out.
You are coming out clear. Please go on.
Thank you, my beloved brother. May people bless you. All of us have been in this hallowed platform, learning every day in this University of Radio Biafra. Chukwu Kabiam have used our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to really reset our brain. Now we are thinking like normal human beings. So may Chukwu Kabiam bless you, my brother Jonathan, and also continue to guide and protect our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, destroy his enemy before they continue to him, and most especially to release him unconditionally in no distant time, so that all of us will restore Biafra. Before I would like to comment in today's program, Mazi, I just want to make this important announcement that the fundraising we did here in Austria, we still have a telephone number for those who still want to contribute in this ESN fundraising. Please, we have IPOB Austria ESN fundraising contact number. The first number is +43 660 9647 511. The second number is +43 660 9568 905. And the last number is +43 81 202 11076. Please, all of us of freedom here in Austria or outside Austria, if you want to still support us, you can call this number and we'll direct you how to support ESN, because these men are doing a very tremendous job at home. If not them, we wouldn't have known where we are going to be to this moment. And also, please, we are calling every IPOB family member, all of us of freedom, our Dudua brothers and sisters, and Bazuna brothers and sisters, to join Lane's IPOB family on 1st of May, which is on public holidays. We thank God it falls also on Sunday. That day we have a protest also here in Linz, Austria. We are asking everybody, please, all roads lead to Austria, and the venue of this protest is Volksplatte. All of us, when you come down from train station, it's just 100 meter you walking through. It's not far, and if you don't know, you just make a call when you get to Bano. Somebody will come there to pick you up or to direct you how to come. And please, we are begging. The time is 8 a.m. in the morning. It's not like the one we used to do in Vienna. That is 10 o'clock. It is 8 a.m. in the morning. Please make sure you leave early so that you can be able to come arrive late very, very early, because it's a very big program and we know how it is. It's been televised. We Biafrans keep on marching, letting the Austrian government know that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in the hands of this DSS Donjo and they must release him. This is why we will keep on doing the needful, because Biafra must be restored. Mazi, I totally agreed in everything you said this evening, because I remember when I was a small boy, when a foreigner make trouble with you in your own land, and to the extent that you can't be able to bear it, you want to revenge. And the same our people will come and say, no, don't touch me. Don't you know he's a foreigner? Don't touch him, don't touch him. And this thing has been selling into our mind to the extent that even we carry it out of our land. That you will be in Lagos, in Abuja, in Kaduna, you see where they are killing your own person, you fold your hand, you behave as if you don't see it. This fear have gotten into the minds of our people, that they cannot be able to, rescue their own brother, even in his failure, even in that thing that he did is not right, but save his life first. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did when the Fulani wanted to sow a very bad seed in the name of accusing Padam Baka that he came to Aso Rock to ask for contract. Just as you said before, my brother, this is one of the wisdom I have ever seen. When they talk about this wisdom of Solomon, I saw it in the life of our leader that particular day. That he said, the contract that this man came to ask for is what is coming from his own land. He has the right to do it. But people we are outside there trying to eat this man raw because he was against this struggle, saying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is bringing people out, they are killing them. Which type of Biafra is this? If they want, they should do all the political elders should come out and stand in the front if they truly want Biafra. But our leader showed to Mbaka that day that I can save you, my own brother. The same thing he did to Lusametu, the same thing he did to this stupid Ojo Sokano. We are there corrupt, yes. We are there stealing money, yes. But our leader used truth to defend truth. That I will save my own faith, because this man he want to crucify. You people that want to crucify him is more corrupt than him. You stole even more than what he stole. So leave my own. When we get home, we'll settle our own problem. This is what Biafrans must start doing now. Anywhere we see anybody want to attack our own, we defend our own. I'm not here once and for all. This is the same thing. I was in Lagos. You will see and they couldn't be here. These are the reason why the Oba of Lagos said that they have to, throw the Igbo people in the lagoon if they fail to do.
They see them as people that cannot react. They when you are chicken, when you just take rice grains, you're not to go to chicken. After they will come back. That is what they see us, and that is why any person can come up and talk like Igbos. They can
this thing has become a very, very big stupidity in us, that we will see somebody criticizing us. The stupid man called themselves pastors will start criticizing our people, and our people will be in that church. Nobody will react. They will still stay there and be knocking their head. And what you're saying is true, because you wouldn't. Even the idiot was even telling you people in your front, it's not every time you come out and talk and say the truth. Go home and defend your own. He was telling you, even as he's criticizing you, telling you your stupidity, bringing you so low because we catch one of his member ranting in Germany, want to join autopilot. We catch the woman want to chop eat her life. He has to come out to criticize in the name of Ochirimla Ihoma. Thunder Babukwe. A time has come, our people. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter the thing that person commits. If you attack one Igbo man, you attack all of us. You attack every Biafran because all of us are Biafran. Anyone you attack, all of us will come after you. This is what our brothers in Yoruba is doing. This is what the Fulanis are doing. We can't keep on killing our own because that thing our brother committed, people commit even more crime than what that particular thing our brother did. So a time has come in this platform that we must keep on protecting our own. Fulani cannot come again and jam our head. They want to. After all, they are using their takia. Do you want to tell me they don't have problems? They have problems, but they hide their own, and in secret they settle their own. But when they come outside, they unite to make sure they continue to hold that country called Zoo, to return it on it. And this is why they say it's their own country. We Biafrans must begin to defend our own. No going back, Mazi, because Mazi Nnamdi can have showed an example that this is the way we should follow. We must follow it. Any attack on one Igbo man or a Biafran is an attack for everybody. All of us must rise up and fight it. All wrong, lawyer, then everyone will respect one way. They can't keep on intimidating us in that country. In Lagos, everything they intimidate us. This intimidation is very, very bad. If you want to know, wake up. You keep on being a sacrificial lamb in that zoological country called Nigeria. To join hands together to make sure we fight this evil they have used to keep us together. And we Biafrans must leave Nigeria, whether they like it or not. Mazi, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Just like our brother gave example that, which is also truth, is our cultural value. And we don't touch foreigners. But let me say this: it's a very good character. It's our culture. But as I said, when you see that one part of that your good character, that is you are being victimized for it, it's not going well with us as a people, we change it. We should change it. That is why we are human beings. Cultures change. Things change in cultures. Because we are human beings, we have brain to take something, absorb something, or in order to also live something. That is why we are human beings. We should not be stuck in one place, and even if time changes. Do you understand? So whatever that happens, we should be or start being a political population. As long as that thing is for the interests of our collective interests, we go for it. As long as it concerns you, a problem between your brother and a foreigner. Now, money foreigner first in the presence of your brother. Don't go there and say, now when you come out, you can correct your brother. You understand? That is how people, progressive countries, that is how they do. That is the reality. That is the reality. Caller on signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Can hear you watching it. Good evening from here.
There we Mazi.
Your preaching is always fantastic, my dear brother. That's the point. Because this your preaching tonight was what I just said today on Radio Biafra. Anyway, let me say my name is Amy Chris. I'm calling from Italy. My brother, I said this on Radio Biafra today during Mazi's program, because somebody just came in and talk about what this useless idiot talk, Suleiman, that he is saying the truth. I said no. I was trying to call. Even Mazi somehow said yes. He said something.
I didn't even, honestly speaking, I didn't listen to the broadcast today because of.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it.
Okay. Now, do you know what happened? I said to the guy, the problem is that I have one problem between in totality of the black people, in particular Ndi Igbo. Ndi Igbo read something, but they don't study that thing. If somebody has sense, study the context or what brought in that statement of Suleiman, he will simply get the reason why he made that statement. Because he made that statement in order to disorganize us. These people have somehow religiously, politically disorganized us by some words, using some words, even causing problem, instigating division among us. Now this thing, some people among us bought it. Ndị Igbo bought this rubbish fully. And that is our problem. In any small thing, you see them, they'll just spring it up immediately. Igbo man do this, Igbo man do that, and everybody will bought it. That is true. Now, they have seen now that to them, politicians, they have seen that the only candidate now making headway for me to the whole of the candidate making noise now is P2B. Now they want to instigate this division to tell you that Igbo man is like this, Igbo man like this. Remind you what happened in 19... The time is yet to come when they tell you what happened in 1966. That is Igbo man that caused the problem of Nigeria. That they will divide Nigeria. In order to remove that thing, that people, even people not Igbos now, not even Biafrans or Duduwa, they are willing to vote in P2B now because they can see this man is very, very serious and they can do something. But now they want is to get that division. And first of all, they use these pastors. Believe me, this Suleiman, what he said recently, can be a politician and give him the gap line and so said this thing. He came and said, what bring in for him to what link what he said that day between Igbos and what in the church? What link? What is the link between preaching of gospel and talking about Igbos? There's a man who spoke about IPOB and then Nnamdi Kanu.
And Mazi, before you continue, and the thing people don't understand, or people, I don't know whether they listen. At the last, he said that even if you get the Biafra, it's still Igbo man that will destroy it. So that one is true too. I don't know how our people this question, this truth or this truth is not everywhere that truth is necessary.
Of course, this one is saying is not true.
It's not true
because exactly what is happening and what he said now. Okay, I go to my Facebook page. I wrote to him. I replied to him, and I said I wrote something about it. I said this man instigating this rubbish should ask himself during 2019 primary election. How many Hausa people candidate against Atiku? How many of them? They have Kwankwaso, they have Tamakafi, they have Lamido. All of them, even almost 9 of them or 8 of them in primaries. Now, if such a thing happened to Igbo now, they'll tell you, why wouldn't this one step down for this one? Why wouldn't this one step down for this one? This is how Igbo people do. But in Hausa people, they hold to 9. Now, Buhari, I wrote to also on my Facebook that in 1983, Buhari removed Shagari. In 1985, Babangida removed Buhari.
Of course.
So what are they talking about? What are they talking about?
They don't think about all those ones. Is it an Igbo man?
That is it.
Igbo man?
Yes, that is what we tell you. The same thing he said, Igbo man remove Igbo man. I replied to him, if Igbo man remove Igbo man, that is politics for them. Why should you tell? Why did Buhari remove Shagari? And why did Babangida remove Buhari? Even Buhari, I even wrote to that he arrested at this Umar Udiko in prison. He put to Umar Udiko. Is not a northern? Are they not? So, my dear brother, this is where our people lack this politics of a pen. I know last time I told you that our people are not political, they are not diplomatic in nature, and that is all we are. Even I was saying last time, and unfortunately the line was not clear. So, now this IPO behind now, if you look background of what happened for the past 8 months now, while that was arrested, kidnapped, you can see that people making broker, all of them do well on that. I want to say the truth. No, nothing but the truth. What kind of truth? There are things you don't say anyhow. If somebody come with a cutlass into your house, say, "What is your husband? What is your husband?" You have to say, "Look at my husband." Don't you know that if you are killed, your wife is the person that killed you? Your wife will spontaneously, he can't even know where he said, my husband is not around. He went out. But maybe you hide somewhere because you know that evil is coming. Something will have to kill you. And your wife will immediately respond, "No, my husband is not around." Or you
lie to protect you.
Yes. And this is a diplomatic. It's not a matter of question of lie. I call it divine lie. That is what I have tried to fish out, analyze all this into many occasions. I said no. So why our people come out on social media and say, "I want to say the truth," even if you need to? No, there are things you hide.
So that is stupidity.
You don't have to say.
I don't see it as true. It's stupidity.
Yes, because
a very primitive character.
Yes, there's something you said, Mazi. You said something. You said that we have to change it to the reality of the time, and that is exactly things happening. Let me tell you one thing. In Italy, where I am here, does it have a problem with Italians? On many occasions, and then when they come, they say I'm fighting with a white man. I'm quarreling with a white man. When they come, that day they came. All of them come. All of them came against me.
That's it.
Immediately, it didn't know what happened. The funniest thing that when they look upon that whom I'm quarreling with is not Italian, it's a Romanian, they now change. Some of them they come in favor of me again. I said, look at it. This happened less than 40 seconds.
That is politics.
They are against me. they were against me. Immediately they understand that this person I'm trying to quarrel with is not Italian. They now change and become against that person. In several occasions, somebody said, "No, my Italiano, ma lui Italiano." See, this is it's an Italian. You have to put Italiano primo first. He said, even if you want, sometimes those stupid ones, whenever you want to enter trend, they would like you to give them chance, give their people chance to enter before you, and that is being patriotic also. So sometimes I don't blame the white people.
Mazi, it is self-preservation. That is what our people don't understand. They think that this world is just like you have to be straight, even if you are dying. There are things we preserve ourselves. It's self-preservation. That is it. It's normal.
Okay. Let me give you another hint before I drop Mazi. Do you know in Lagos, as this was brother I called first night in Lagos in 1999, I think 99 or 2000, 99 I did about. I was in Jumota. You know, I just came from East and I want to go and buy things. So I'm having a bag. That bag I have maybe not too much big. I have about 580,000 inside. So, you know, when we come in the morning, we have to go and drop your money at either your customer or your friend or your brother whom you trust. Drop there and go and search for what you want to buy. After you have searched and get things you want to buy, then you go and take the money and pay the customers and take your loss. That is exactly what I was trying to go and drop this money to my brother's shop. I was moving so fast inside the Dumota. Immediately I passed one guy in distance, so just about a 3 meter difference. I passed that guy, and there's another woman that was my friend. I just passed the woman. I didn't even touch the woman, neither the boy. The boy behind me just come, hey. I look back. He said, "Why am I pushing people though? Why am I pushing people?" I look at that guy. I didn't touch anybody. I didn't push anybody. I used hand to touch on my. I said, "Do you have anything wrong with your brain?" As I said this guy rushed me. He gave me a slap. That is not one slap. I said, "What?" Before I turn again, another one. Do you know the funniest thing? Igbo people was in upstairs. They're looking at me and that guy. The Igbo people, there are more than 20 of them. They're looking at it. You know what they said to me? They say, one live gawa, one gawa happy, in order to make peace. Now, when I look around, I see that's my brother. I want to drop money to his shop. I said, take this back. Let me. He said, oh, my brother, you want to fight a for Lagos? Now everybody just give me distance. I said, decide on what to do. Then my brother, I was alone and I have the money and their target was that money. I have that guy. So fortunately, my conscience run back immediately. I just move away from that place. So, but I have received a slap from there. So one of our brothers there say, oh, come down. Say, even if you are like, he's a human being. What did this guy do to you? Why? None of them, all of them, what they do is, my brother, leave him, go. This fear, so that we can maintain our shop, we can maintain our kiosk, and we can maintain our work.
Tell themselves the truth. Mostly, even traders in many parts of Nigeria, if they tell themselves the truth, now people here now, the subjugation every day.
On daily basis,
chief this and even in Nigeria, I'm not talking of outside though. Even in that
in Nigeria, yeah.
Even like
in Nigeria, yes, of course. A lot of parents. Do you know what? You know why I'm supporting this Biafra for the whole heart of my brother? I travel all over the zoo. I know what I suffer as an Igbo man. Do you know that I was coming from Ghana? I reached to Badagry. The motor took me to inside Badagry. When I get to Badagry, Lagos, I have a bag on my hand. I said, drop that bag on the ground. Somebody come and say, you pay him 20 naira. Oh, the bag I put on my laps. He said, I should pay him 20 naira. I said, what? 20 naira for what? He said, this was 1998. I said, 20 naira, I should pay 20 naira. From my side, he said, my brother, this is what we suffer on daily basis. On daily, you go to Kotonu, you go to border of Nigeria and this is a border. You read there, you see what they are doing to Igbos. If other people can cross, you see this talking, people are crossing it free. The Yoruba people can cross it free. But to go to Lagos as an Igbo man, you pay more than 12,000 naira, 15,000. My brother, this is what our people are suffering on daily basis because of our this our stupidity, and the politicians are not being political in nature is paining me on daily basis. If I begin to tell you something, I will talk from here till next door. Let me drop from here, maybe another time.
Mazi.
Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Remain blessed too. This is the reason why, if I see people that are, deviating from this struggle, I say, why? Like what our brother said, you have to. All these things will spur you into being genuine in this struggle, honestly. Because of what our people are suffering silently, still going on till today. That is why they have turned us into appeasers. Not only Ohaneze, but our individuals. All of us. Hey, land, hey, now, if they see your name, Igbo man, stop there, stand there, beg. What do you got? I never get naira. Okay. The only $10 I get, take them now. Now we. Which kind of character is it? Always. That is why, if I see somebody deviating from this struggle because of money, one thing or the other, I wonder. I say, what? Why? We should be genuine in this. Because our people, we are suffering. Honestly. We are suffering. Caller on WhatsApp, thank you for holding on for how long? Caller on WhatsApp, thank you for holding on for 15 minutes. Go on, please.
Okay, Mazi Jonathan, good evening, sir.
There we go.
This is my first time of call. I'm happy to get you today.
Okay, there we go.
Anyway, my name is Shidebere. I'm calling from Benin Republic, Kotonu here.
Go on.
So, based on today's topic, let me tell you one thing about Igbo. The most cowardly cowards people on earth are Igbos.
Mazi, please. I will not agree completely to that. Let me tell you.
Not all.
No, let me tell you why. Before you continue, don't worry. You have time to talk.
Okay. Okay.
We are not we are not cowards. Naturally, we are not cowards. Do you know that Ekumeku resisted? It's among the few Africans that could resist British onslaught for 31 good years.
Yeah, I know the history.
You understand? So yes. What happened is that, they used during the Civil War. We are defeated.
Yes.
And they continued the war in another dimension that we didn't know. So they turned us into a people that we are not. We raise a religion everywhere in our land. So I was here, when there are some woods, for example, some doors you can leave a very beautiful door, wood. Now after a matter that go the thing. Physically, shine from inside. So this is the way in 1970 our people ignorantly believe that the war has ended. They didn't know that the battle just ended. The battle. That is part of the war. Now they use another dimension and the most dangerous dimension. They imposed saboteurs on us. Now they started dividing and thwarting us, using media onslaught, using anything. Like I say, you say, anything that Igbo man does, hey, it will be, it will be broadcasted, open everywhere. It will be blown out of proportion. Fulani, they are killing even their own people. Northerners are killing. Is it not Boko Haram fighting? How long?
Yes.
But they are not themselves. They are not killing themselves. It's Igbo man, they are killing themselves. Igbo man that cannot. Are they not bombing themselves? Even if it's Christians or Muslims, most they are bombing themselves. It is still them. But they don't see. They don't talk about it. So that is what everybody now knows here zero because no person comes for you. So we are turned into peace, and then they made that peace only to foreigners. But against his own brother because he have to remove the frustration which he is suffering from others. It's a life of a slave. That is the thing. Mazi, please go on.
Thank you very much, sir. They planned that through that 20 pounds they give to Igbo people after the war, so that everyone will care about himself and his family alone. That's why the root of all those things. I was in Lagos. I learned training in Lagos for over 1 year. In a Papa Lagos, to be precise. You know what I did? After seeing the life they are living in Lagos, I said I cannot stay here. Never in my life. So I have to live there and go to Cotonou and sign in Cotonou here. If I tell you what we went through the borders, hey, you know the Igbo people. Hello, am I coming clear? So do you know that in custom, in every checkpoint, the only guy there will be a Fulani man, and your brother in Igbo person, they want to arrest you, and you go and call the third guy will say he's a brother and go and talk to him. Something happened to me last time. I was in a bike from where we call it, roundabout to where they say. You know what happened? An Hausa man passed. That was the Navy checkpoint. The man, there are three of them. One is Igbo, two is Igbo, and one is Hausa. So he speak Hausa, the other man tell him to go. But I want to pass. The bus, they stopped me. They said, "What do you have? This, your passport." I said, "No, I live here. I'm going to my house." He said, "No." Would you like the person is on drug already? So to that extent, the Igbo guy was so he told me about one now panel Joe. It's the machine Joe. So I entered the bike and continue my journey. So I was just
Mazi, let me ask you this question. Mazi, let me ask you this question. You
I'm
stay in Lagos, right?
Yes.
and now you are in Benin Republic, which is another country, but a stone throw. Yes. Is it not so?
Yes. Yes.
Now, let me be frank. The way you see the indigenous people in Benin Republic treating you, yes, and the way the indigenous people, the people you are being treated in Lagos, which one is more favorable to you? Just be frank.
Benin Republic is more favorable. Benin Republic is more favorable.
Okay. But some people, they will say, no, once you have Biafra, you cannot, you have visa to go to Nigeria. Oh, this and that. You will. But do you know, if you have landed property in Benin, it is more safer for you than having a landed property in Kanu. Do you know that?
Even in Lagos.
Of course.
Even in Biafra land. Even in Biafra land. You know, my friend bought a land. He bought a land 2 times in Enugu. I'm from Enugu State. He bought his land 2 times in Enugu State. Here, once he bought a land, he do the paper, he has signed. Just nobody can touch that land forever. Something happened here last time to this country. So one of my friends did something. They use gather together and be the guy. Nearly kill himself. So we make arrangements. We at around that say we will lock our shop till the case is settled. So some people said, no, what you concern me? The boy is a troublemaker. I said, anybody that I put in shop, I will deal with him personally. The boy is from Aboy State and from Enugu State. I said, I will deal with person personally. Do you know we will lock our shop for 2 days, 3 days? The local government chairman have to come and see us. The village have to sign the paper to go anything that nobody will ever touch an Igbo guy in that entire village. We are 2 people that suggest that. What I said, no, I don't want to come and show. I said, open a shop. They will burn it to ashes. What they will kill us here. That's how the case was settled. The local government chairman have to travel like about 70 kilometers. They'll go and see Igbo chairman and plead on our behalf. We come together in the hall, make a arrangement. They sign a paper. We have it in the police station. We have our own in our union. That no person without village will ever touch an Igbo man. Can this happen here? Can they do that in Lagos?
Never.
Or in Igbo? Or in Igbo self?
Never. So, every time. You know, you are the culprit.
To be truth, to be fair, the boy was wrong. Oh. The guy I talk about, he was wrong. But we have to protect. The boy was wrong. Actually, he was wrong. He cannot be someone because he owe you and tear his clothes. He's wrong. But when the village gather together against him, we say he's wrong. But now, when we find ourselves, if not, next time they will kill one Igbo boy here.
Of course. If you don't do something, anything, another time it will be worse. That is one thing our people don't know. You know, when you gather, inconvenience yourself for one cause. Just that little inconvenience. As you said, close shop. Just for 1 day, 2 days, it will not kill you. You are making a point.
We do it 4 good days. Go 4 good days. And every morning, remember what you do? Every morning we gather together. People will do donation of drink, of wine. Then have people that have their wives. They will prepare for us. We will eating together till morning, drinking. Till 4 good days, the village they suffer. They also suffer because you cannot buy even common thing to repair your vehicle or your motorcycle because you are already putting these papers there. You know what happened last time? I wonder, say, what kind of people is this? You know, in Bible also, you know, when the tribe of Benjamin do something terrible before God and man, the tribe said no, they will not give their children to you. Do you remember that? He preached this last time. I remember it. When the Benjamin raped a one man's concubine, and after everything, the man parted his wife into pieces and give to all tribes of the Israelites.
Yes.
When they come to Benjamin, what did they say? They say, what our children do is bad. Yeah, it's the abomination. But we will not surrender them to you. And they stand their feet against the entire Israelites. God spotted them. You know the reason why they win the war? Because they go and do sacrifice first. If not, the Benjamin, they will wipe the way the entire Israelites. Only them. I'm so annoyed with this.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a nice day. I'm happy to get you today.
Thank you very much. We must continue. We must be a political population that supports one another. Stop blaming your people ourselves in the presence of, in favor of foreigners. It's primitivity. It's a primitive character. I used to shout it here every time. Let us change with time. Let us change according and match according to the situation of that time, the reality of that time. The problem. Shut up. If you don't know what to do, shut up. You defend our own face. It's allowed. Do you understand? It is allowed. Caller on signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, my brother. Good evening, Mazi, Jonathan. Are you hearing me?
Yes, the whole world is hearing me, not only you. Not only me. Please go on.
All right, my brother. Very good evening to you. Good evening to Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Ifan Chukwumada Abichi. I'm calling you from the Kingdom of the Netherlands. I salute our leader because he's always on our mind. And Chukwuka Biama will make a name for himself and release our leader and our prophet for us. Amen. He said, and my brother, well, the topic of tonight is very, very critical because it goes very deep into our situation now. That being apolitical is detrimental to our survival as a people, as Biafrans. Because if you are apolitical, or if you are not political, you cannot organize. You cannot assess your collective situation in a given entity. Say, like in Nigeria, you're just living hand to mouth, day by day. While the people you individually, while the people you out in the damnation called Nigeria are scheming everything to take the ground you are standing on, your ancestral homeland. So what I'm saying here is that if you have been apolitical, these people have taken everything like the security positions and everything. You are still bouncing around. Do you know that our people are talking the topic, the issue everybody talk about is that our people don't support our people because we want to be factual and honest to fault. But the Fulani has their own system that is supported by the social and religious organization, that you can lie and deceive somebody that is not their own. It is official. They can do it. So what moral ground or morality are we claiming that will cost us our cohesion as a people? And sometimes my people, some people say truth. What truth? Or is it sheer obstinacy and waywardness? Because some people will be going contrary to our national interests as Biafrans. They cannot sell it to any other, to all our people, other than claiming that they're fighting for the truth. And then when you press them, for instance, when our HOD Chinedu told those who are accusing everybody in the DOS and all Biafrans that they sold our leader, that they're eating Biafran money, our HOD said, please, my sister, can you give me the evidence of this so I can do the job, at least try to do what you are telling me to do? You said, yes, I will give you that evidence. But when the push came to shove, then the woman started to say that she saw the thing in the dream. Can you take I saw in the dream to the court? But you have committed a lot of character assassination. With that, I saw in the dream. With that, I have the truth. I have the evidence. So people should not be hiding behind of calling the truth to destroy human beings or to destroy our common interest. You know, And I want to say another thing here, my brother. It's not a deviation, but it relates to this, our people that are more Roman or are more Catholic than the Pope. These bishops in Biafra land, or are you reverend fathers, or are you pastors, or are you member of Christian Association of Nigeria or Can? If anybody goes to any church, a bishop, a priest of any cloak, start to preach against Biafra, the politest thing you can do is to just walk the hell out of that church. Because anybody who haven't seen that Biafra is our savior, our shed, our home, where God will protect us, the person is not for us. Honestly, that's my conclusion. They should know by now. If they see what is going on in Nigeria, they stop eating politicians' money and work to save their people. And my brother, this is our brother who just spoke last, the first time caller. He touched about the 20 pounds they gave us that made our people kind of hopeless to start bearing everything in name of peace, so that it don't be called a troublemaker. I'm submitting to Biafrans tonight. Bear it in mind. Whether I'm alive or I'm dead, just know that 20 pounds they gave to our people it wasn't a charity. It was for the bank balance they have in the bank. Whether it is a million, whether it's a billion, it's 1,000, it's hundreds of thousands. However amount you have in the bank, you get 20 pounds. That is a daylight robbery of our people. And don't forget, Biafrans, that the industries and companies that privatized after the war, after they have stolen our money and given us 20 pounds, those industries and corporations were built up by Biafrans. They were built up, either brought in from overseas, like Leventis and US, those English companies. They were brought in by Biafrans, or they were built up from the scratch as indigenous from the ground, supposedly indigenous Nigerian from the ground. From people like Sir Louis Ojukwu, the father of Dean Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, was one of those who brought those foreign companies, because he was international businessman even before the zoo independence. But these people robbed us of it. That is enough. If you join it with the genocide on Biafra, those points are enough. And if you join again with the pogroms that have happened on Biafra in the damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria, all these points and the slaughter and massacre that is going on Owerri now, in Olo, in Osumohu, in Anambra, in Enugu, in Ebonyi, all the land of Biafra, they clean our people and disappearing us in secret. All these points are enough for us to become political. Becoming political doesn't mean only in a national or state politics, but to say you want to detach yourself from an injurious and murderous entity like Nigeria, that is becoming political. And any Biafran that is not political in that sense now, when will you be? When will you save your soul? America is not, yes, my brother, America or Britain or Europe is not coming to save us. We must save our soul and detach ourselves from Nigeria. God bless Biafra. Good night, my brother.
Yeah, well, thank you, Mazi. Remain blessed. I have the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? You have been waiting for going to 10 minutes. Welcome to the program. Please go on. You'll be the last caller. Go on, please.
Okay, thank you, my brother. May Chukwuabiyama bless you and they continue to give you more wisdom. Biafrans all over the world, I greet you all. My blood, I love you all. I remain Mazi Milimalugo, calling from United Arab Emirates. Nwanne m nwoke Jonathan Chinedu, mgbasa ozi gị n'abalị a bụ nke mara mma nke ukwuu. Odo na mgbasa ozi gị niile na-abụ nke na-akpọ ọkụ n'ọnụ because all wisdom from above. ndị be anyị adịrọ political in life. Ofu nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru okwu mgbe gara aga maka nkwatu na-akwaturu na Bulado. O kwuola ya. Ndị be anyị adịrọ political in life. I'm telling you the truth. I don't know. Iruo na be anyị kịta efo ndị be anyị ewolu ndị ugwu wee mele ndị nche. Ewolu ndị ugwu mele ndị na-echekwafa ndị ilofa. Fabulu ndị na-echekwa si na ha enwero trust n'ebe nwanne Kanu. Iwolu ya enemy bụ onwe gị ogige. Mana ọ bụrụ for example na anaghị adala kịta ọ ndị ugwu a ga-anụlụ gị ọgụ. I don't know. Ndị be anyị kwesịrị ịdị political in nature. Okay, for example na Arab anụ nwaanyị nọ today. Ọ bụrụ na gị na onye Arab enwe nsogbu nyanwa na-achị okwu mana ụmụnne ya abịa gị nwa bụ onye ọbịa ka a ga-eblem enwere ike blem nwanne fa. Ihe a na-agwa gị amụtalụ m ife. Ha enwere ike ibulem nwanne fa for once. Ha nwere ike ha gaa n'ime faduo ya ndụmọdụ but presently fa ga-eme sure na ha tili gị no mata na nwanne ha na-achọkwa okwu. Mana nke ndị be anyị ebe abịa sị lapụkwu ya ka m kwuo eziokwu ọ gị nwa na-achị okwu agaghị m eji maka na ịbụ onye Igbo ibe m yọtago m gaghị ekwu nke bụ eziokwu. Nna ka anyị rapụ n'ụdị ndụ a. This life is all about game. Bugodu n'ụzọ zogodu nwanne gị n'ebe ọbụla abụ na ebe zoo nwanne gị zọpụta nwanne gị zọpụta onye Igbo ibe gị ọbala gị ka ọ bụrụ na o nwere ka o si wee dị tudo gị na ya na-abụ ga-anụ dị agha wee nọpụta onwe unu. Ka anyị mụtara ka anyị dịrị political in nature ka anyị dịrị political in nature ndị Igbo ka anyị malụ na ife ọ ya kpatara ka anyị ghara ịdị ka ọ na-akọla anyị n'elu this riffraff akpọrọ Justice Suleman. Look at that criminal. Iwepụta ọnụ wee na-asị na ndị Igbo na-ezuzu na ịdị stupid. How dare him? Ekenegodo Mazi Azayoba. Mazi Azayoba agwa ka okwu. Ọ bụrụ na ọ ga-amụta ife wepụ ọnụ n'ebe ndị Igbo nọ. Na onwere ebe ọla nye na ndị Igbo. Na nsogbu anyị bụ na anyị amalụ ka esi adị n'otu wee na-eme ka ife. Individually anyị na-agbasi mbọ ike mana collectively anyị gba zero. And all collectively is the power. United we stand, divided we fall. Anyị nwa na that na-ekwu na-atụ inu na-asị na ukwu azịza na onwere ị ga-agbajunwu ukwu azịza mana azịza dị ofu akajisie ya kpatara ndị ile ji akazi anyị. And this is the time that we supposed to come together and do things in common. I ejikọ aka mekọ ife ọnụ jikọ aka ka anyị na-agbazi ofu anyị na-agba dị enyere anyị aka. Biko unu na-ege na redio Biafra ka unu na-amụta ife unu ịnọ ọnụ ụlọ ụka any this criminal church amụ amaghị unu ka na-eje that place unu na-eje church ebe ahụ business center were ndụ adụrụ ebe afọ ihe ahụ ego ka just welu na-akpa ebe afọ mana unu na-ejego ya kwuru ushiri ọnwụ wee na-eje onwere onye ọbụla kwuli ife ọjọọ ikwugide unu ebe ikwukpire ndị Igbo ibe anyị ebe a unu esi ebe a pụta. Mazi Jonathan ekene gị n'ọlụ ọma ị na-alụ kenekwa Biafrans niile all over the world. Jisie n'ike mmeri ga-abụ nke anyị na njedebe. Udo dịrị unu ụmụ Biafra.
Ndewo. Thank you very much. This is where I'm switching off the phones. I'm not taking any more call. What I preached today, the submission, the topic, a political population, that is something that our leader has been shouting upon. It's about galvanization. It's about organization, organizing us towards one focus. They have deceived us enough using Nigeria. We wholeheartedly took Nigeria as our focus. But we now saw that people that we are hunting together with, the Fulani, that they are looking at our food and say our food resembles that of a monkey, which means they are shooting us from the back. They are the people that shout too much about one Nigeria. oh, Nigeria is the territorial integrity is not negotiable. But they are the people that are telling you that, look, they are Fulani first. They are bringing their brothers to Nigeria. Anyone that comes to Nigeria becomes a Nigerian by force and enjoys facilities more than a Nigerian. So what are you talking? The system we are in should make us to adopt another method that is different from, maybe a bit different from our natural character. That is how human beings are. We cannot continue being truthful. Hey, you see your brother, though he caused the problem, foreigners are slapping him, and you people come as his own brothers. Instead of saving him, say no, I saw it, now you curse him. So you want the foreigners to kill him. Why not defend him and fight back, so that after, when you draw, you say, but privately you not talk to him? No, no matter. Now we will, but so. Let us adopt this character, because others are doing it, and as they are doing it, they are progressing as a people. It's one of the factors that make them galvanize together. But when it comes to us, this individualism, it can never help. It can never prosper us as a people. It will only make you individually rich. Nothing more. You go to your village, everywhere is darkness. Only you have electricity. Does that make you a human being? You are being graded the same way as others. If you have a foreign friend, they come. Only your house is shining electricity everywhere, but he will be upstairs and watch out. Everywhere is dark. Does it make any difference? He will ask you, but God, why are everywhere dark? Only you. You should be ashamed even. So what we are talking about is organizing ourselves towards one focus, which is Biafra. Our enemies, they have distracted us enough. Our detractors, they have used different means in order to make sure that these break us into pieces. That is why every of our politician, Biafran, a politician, a Nigerian politician of Biafra origin, he has his own private handler, Alhaji handler, that makes sure that he gives him contrary orders, so that they don't, Biafran politicians don't meet face to face. They don't organize. This one will tell him, why are you meeting that person? This one will tell him, no, it's you. This one will they will tell their different politicians of Biafran origin contradictory orders, and they will be fighting themselves. They promote individualism in our characters. They put a system that promotes it in our land, in our life, and using religion also. All these are factors I'm bringing out. That is why we don't talk one without talking the another. Character is built through different systems. The character adapts to a system. It grows up because of the system that is in place. It builds a character. It makes a character to be what it should be. Do you understand? They put a system in our land that promotes individualism. They put it. Now go and struggle for yourself. Oh. Now you no talk for another person. Talk only for yourself. Do for yourself. So everybody in that hustling for selfish hustling, I can kill you as my brother. It doesn't matter. Even my handlers, the caliphate will applaud me. But tomorrow they will use it to make a statement. Look, no Igbo man killing his brother. You see? Do you see how they have been playing with us? But now we know. So also there are truths. Some things, there are half-truths. Because when Suleiman talked about that thing, listen to the end. He said, if Biafra comes, that the Igbos will destroy Biafra. Is that true? Or are you going to say it's true? There are things, not every truth you can just look at face value and start shouting and clapping. There are intentions, motives for that. You understand? There are motives for that, and that motive is what what you should take, not what he professes, because there are many truths. You understand me? There are many truths. After all, Kanuri, Northerners, Hausa, Fulani, they are killing themselves. Why don't he talk about it? Are they not killing themselves? Are they not killing themselves? In Kanu, in Kaduna, in Zamfara, in Katsina, all. Are they not killing, they're slaughtering themselves? What is that? It's love. It's love now. So let us reason deeply before making decisions, or public decisions, or public assertions. Let us remove this over sentiment in our lives, and let us be a political population that is moving towards the restoration of Biafra. Thank you very much for listening. Tomorrow is another day. Remember, the 27th, in the next 2 days, there should be no Fulani cows rigmaroling in our land. Things should be controlled. Do you see what this thing, what we are doing? This is what would have done if we have charge of our destiny, if we have restore a country, our own country. It will be promulgated into law that no animal should be seen rigmaroling, wandering about in the city or in a village. Do you see it? Everything should be identified, every ranch identified. But on the Nigerian setting, we cannot do it because we don't have charge over our destiny. But we have to take it by force, and that is what we are doing. This thing should have been overdue. It should be, it's overdue. But it's better late than never. That is it. Thank you very much for listening. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, and from me, from here, it is simply good evening.
The land of the rising sun is a home.